Obia Emamunina chi ene anopei eba midfield action program yi eso donko na munyina munim se ebepedie mu na breaking news abidafo enso ababeto adwuma no so amayen 0551599933 0551599933 and any WhatsApp line with me the messages afaso abrayan 0551599933 mumfa mu messages no emra samso ena 0593 930110 0593930110 and so any line now with me the videos no WhatsApp videos na faso de abreye ye gina so biom amamu nyina achini akwaba Tony Montana transi yankon ho quickly na mfa no nsem no emre enra what e course fallout ebun sensem pi why Rodri and sembe brebe Tony abobo ni nyina no odi ebreye why ena eba be replace Eric Ten Hag wo Manchester United Tony the Nehunsem ni adi nyina and so ebre of course we were class no na or the other foreign stories na and so abre mo bia nyina fidi mfa free akra and then so you be mama pa Tony
Godfather good morning nyamiadum na nso e
nakopadum eyepa na musin ne wan edi ni birthday
say no ka some nkai wo
yes
come na celebrate kwache no
yeah
o say ne bright birthday
bright adu buachi
right
King Promise and na King Promise birthday
na nim da se enyi woni tri ho
oh ade
na nim da
so is say Sakura
say Sakura
yes
nti maybe atwemu no
yeah
current state ni
okay
na kama no jina na so pa no so
King Promise I hard working cameraman I said camera, right?
Yeah.
Young wish King Promise. Happy birthday. So this year, I no worry.
This year, no worry.
Sorry, no worry.
2 years, Uncle Buano, you could jana kama.
Yes.
Yes.
King Promise. You wish you happy birthday. I mean, unko ni na nkeka obi ka krabi. And so you free one time and remember more another week.
The birthday no here for 2
Yes.
Message
can be our nyame am say o ma ho kwan a nyame de be ma ho na fi wako anim tentem di so wa unim me kai na oye report bi no o de mic koma o de call fan bi so hwe o mo asole bi ani o ska bi na sa camera sa pictures no way
sa picture no me hwe
just the bu fu no ho no oyi na nikura no de ye pentem se na me call de ma me sa suba no enye the mobia sa equal treatment okay
adwuma no na me hu hia enye de ubenya free adwuma nim
na say no de abeka ho kra de enye ya nsoma no eyi sama boy
ko jini din ho ye pa na che wansa na ofri aboye ba bright ye so de bra ye power che de ye bia fa che ne bra
hotel omunya ne free
ye asoma ho
no mo da ho
ye pa na che so ho
din se hu no sama boy all right Nansia so you say Napo ekoto.
Okay, NPP
Napo.
Okay.
Okoto malam say he fakra na mokoye. Na omko flute views e bibisa ho. Na cameraman na yasuma no so nkoye adwuma no. Na onam na hwe muhe. King Promise na for ba che na chi.
Bright na aso ba che na chi no.
Cameraman na kona cover de fabre no.
On
na
assignment.
Yes, on assignment. Brighton. So, cameraman ko cover the name for Kessben FM, TV.
Ye news dia ko Trafa Brass is here.
We man ba ko say ono abeso ano de nako. Ono eso ba no. Ndi nanti omo nanti no onya ono abeso ano. Ndi omo zo mu nyina edi animu ko.
Ai.
Ono ko afa ba.
Wa so camera na to atwene baby.
Okuro ya no otwa de oba de twa no kakra. No de nko. We ye de bobra kure ni. Zanka ka we na me ka so onyim free ho na abeboa no
right we wanya emwa
camera
wanya emwa kra
we obi de na ekosere na ye news ya ono de ekto omko no wa for ba we na one no me no
yen ya soma no yama ne camera yama ne keska do de beto ne ho nyina ne dia ma no o so wompe
Bro, you require
right abrabo we di
one drop sana ma we ya ofana say chere se no sitie o de so no bright be mienu
udu fia beka so mu ye oya wife ka say pagya cylinder beka say mu ye oya enso niema wasoa no
tono di uncle we keep away happy birthday Bright Edubuachi aka Kim Promise
you 2-4 kukuamu ya 2-4 kukuamu a wasi ye de mpanimfo abamni nyina no wantie nti ya futu we die yiri pa so betie na
latest video ezakara no
mo hopa
all right yanko
yema etefo ena efo akwaba emrena son yetu fa na hensama ekoso onkofo ekroso enoda Paris Ballon d'Or no edin sempi na abasede anopa no ye show all the images and visuals ekoso Paris se be shase e the free South Africa na Ronwen Williams a goalkeeper enoda na all pray for the best goalkeeper of the year na so Ballon d'Or no omode ne place 9th goalkeeping department no na ono akase ne uncle almost you're so proud of the boy. Wait time na Ronwen Williams oba a Ballon d'Or a arena holomo na ne wafa ono our South Africa back home no the message by say you're super proud of William because boy no from age 4 and on started say follow football ne papa na ball or baba na follow ne mama mu na true support and the entire family are super proud of him. We maintain some ne wafa Maurice Camelio, South African, on also Eddie Atuja.
As a youngster, Ronwen was very. He wanted to learn. You could see every time when we, even before he started playing soccer, he used to go watch his father playing soccer, his mother, and even myself when I was 3-4 years old, we find him at the soccer field, and when playing soccer, you could see there that he took in what he saw, and he just took it to a new level, to a higher level. And I'm glad for him. I'm glad what has happened in his life. I think he thoroughly deserved it.
Ne uncle, South Africa back home, and all ball ne were fast na baso. Jumadia so far placing 9th goalkeeping department and Emiliano Dibo Martinez Argentina Arsenal goalkeeper and a really best goalkeeper back to back last year and this year so I'm maintaining now another Paris Iran near friends receiver or TikTok influencer another also a call red carpet so Nigeria audition in some the coin I have Vinicius Junior into the TikToker and I over in a life Kessben so Vinicius one call then so Nigeria na our Ballon d'Or Asia Rebecca receiver and a general honema all display Vinicius in the browser you see na my 7 so no moment self say Ballon d'Or no also call the man you several fans omo gina arena nanim ho a na omo chante Vinicius ono na also win Ballon d'Or nti and some of the fans our arena ho anim ho apre ko gina ho ye dede ase yemfa ba no yentoma Vinicius na Ballon d'Or no onjimo me enko Paris na yenhwe fans no. Vinicius Ballon d'Or when you know and confirm and Rodri na nsa etim ekanti ye be hwe list no 30 players no they we almost rank omo number 1 Rodri ono ne far men Ballon d'Or no obo Edema City we free Spain Vinicius Junior places 2nd Jude Bellingham 3rd Dani Carvajal 4th Erling Haaland 5th Mbappe 6th Lautaro Martinez 7th Lamine Yamal 8th Toni Kroos 9th Harry Kane 10th Phil Foden 11th Florian Wirtz 12th Dani Olmo 13th Ademola Lookman 14th Nico Williams 15th Granit Xhaka 16th Fede Valverde 17th Emiliano Dibu Martinez 18th Martin Odegaard 19th Hakan Çalhanoğlu finished 20th na fe etwa sa we mo ene 30 players Ballon d'Or no omunya shortlist ni bebi obia enso etimi ediye na Rodri oh podium no so fun about somebody we you know you be saying say na on 2 players some very young very athletic Vinicius Junior and Jude Bellingham and an process said you team afa de na beka e de afa sa 2 players what beat you to the award ho we and response Rodri e de mai.
Does that make seeing this podium, does that make this victory even more special tonight?
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, you know, I said it last year, you know, with the players that surround me, amazing players, as you can see at the highest level, so young. They have all the future in their hands. And yeah, so proud, you know, to be elected as the best in front of these guys. So yeah, I just want to say thank you again to the people that recognize my value in the game. And yeah, as I said, I'm very happy for me.
Now, if you sound say what proud is crutches. Now, latest updates we injure, you know, at the saying how and the name is equal.
Of course, big injury for me. You know, as part of life or sport, we, as you know, footballers, we have that risk, and it's the first time in my career. So I just trying to take care of myself, try to look the best part of this, try to enjoy with my family the free time, try to rest a little bit, to be honest. And yeah, try to be positive, to recover good and come back stronger.
I think you have a good excuse to be positive.
Rodri still try to be positive now for any injury, you know. What you know overcome when I want so me out on the speedy recovery. Rodri, a member Ballon d'Or, and a course so Paris. Now, time or Jabba so body you know, I'm to boss more airport. Now I'm back to a few, no, and I'm started so Omotonium. Rodri is on fire. Now Rodri nyomono on Rankasa and ne family. Our boss ne mono ne Juani Giano. Momianko na yen shekakra. Rodri is on fire. Enra, omoti boss ma Mauritania no. Ena all here on the team no. Ana omani ajia. Enti Rodri and the family now here on our Kessben television. So now Luis Figo, formerly of Madrid, any Barca, and not that no so Paris or see and pay you crab. But somebody already now Obian baby also and Keko Vinicius Nana Sefata say ya did Ballon d'Or and Emanon and ya Rodri said Yenra Nidin and so Ebetoja Douglas Luis a Brazilian or bought at the Emma Juventus formerly of Man City and then Aston Villa and also Echo Hygiene. And no, and the Vinicius picture it was best in the world, more respect. We all know who deserved to win this Ballon d'Or. We and then a image and where's Douglas Luis and the Etuja. Now Leo Messi, a former Ballon d'Or winner, and also called the IG and all the winners. Now I'm going to nominate you Ballon d'Or or my person, and especially was single out Dibu Emiliano Martinez, another special one for the goalkeeper back to back, and yet easy and always Lataro, Scaloni, and Ganacho, the very best of luck. Our future awards and now nomination. Now so more intimate and winning award to be now Udru Brazil Chroma de we are mobile funo and easy. Brazil for a Dodro now Genesia Vinicius, Nicola Linti and a Ballon d'Or, Nensa Entim Anka, Sanka Vinicius, Brunia, Castrate, I want you to pass Sanka Ballon d'Or, Nensabeka, Enti, I want to pay you. Abem ewo enra Paris eye Ballon d'Or about one a team bass Brazil for GD pass ne color no eye black person ti na amanfa sa bass body kese we amfa ama no na wa Brazil wa matter eye former world best enra ono so bufu pa ono so a video or kasa ne breso sa denti ana Vinicius wanya sa award mo mienko na yenhwe matter.
Eu esperei o ano inteiro para ver o Vini Júnior ser reconhecido merecidamente como o melhor jogador da atualidade. E agora vem me dizer que não vão dar a bola de ouro para ele? Que bola de ouro é essa? Que bola de ouro é essa? Não, acabou. Eu esperei o ano inteiro para ver o Vini Júnior ser reconhecido merecidamente como o melhor jogador da atualidade.
Former Brazilian player. what best now wa ja and no ne bufu pa say ne krom ne Vinicius and Sankasa award no Richarlison de Andrade Tottenham Hotspur and another Brazilian striker on nso bufu pa after awards no so call life kwa kan adwere chi organizers ne say bi ensem hunu pa no madu no say obenim say osen ke call edema Vinicius na mo san Vinicius on ede akwakoma Rodrigo and Twaye kwakwa enti player ball edema Tottenham Hotspur and I will know our Kessben television so na another yehu Lamine Yamal so look like a Peke award young player of the year na all in the family and a quiet Lamine Yamal say award no oh baby offensive because the father say I be sure this them and the mother say okay enti na dweno onye divided attention oh so form ne mame and answer on first sabas body we inform and papa name of the main award Ballon d'Or na say mu no any target kese pass very soon ono Lamine Yamal ebetimi age on say Lamine Yamal oya akwada kra enra ni junior brother ni nua ketekete pa no so ne mame ne papa ede ne ba Ballon d'Or ceremony na say na mo America's Ben television no we Lamine Yamal ni nua ketua no na hono abetitim and our the ball edi agro or hard ne papa enti enra ewo ceremony na se no we Lamine Yamal ni nua ketua na California brefa adwene na yehu ha abesi akono na akoda na the ball ketua bi aba hon man just hono so edi diagro ewo hono mo enough of Ballon d'Or ni ento also enko Man United aswa ye Eric ten Hag and United afire no why na ebe replace no Ruben Amorim ya kan ho sempi so ono na likely say obe free Lisbon no be from Man United omo coaching job no because we didn't am Man United green light am na club mpo atiase bi bia dedem so wetim abeye Man United omo a coach very young coach na Paul Scholes Man United omo legend also Man United omo here elite manager or so much experience United a bigger club and experience and who here ye papa manager or so much knowledge about the game obi a watch our football ni mu na also manage Manchester United Paul Scholes ekasai.
This is one of the very biggest clubs in the football world, so so they should have the very best in class. The list there is, I think Zidane's the one out of that list for me who has been at a major club and won major honours. I'm not sure how well educated he is with his English language, or he really wants to come to England. You never really get that feeling with him. I think Amorim is an interesting one, but again, that's could be a risky one. We all know the style of play. He plays really good football. They were talking about him for City, which obviously tells you something about his pedigree. But could he come to Manchester? All these managers, not all of them.
Paul Scholes, Man United, I'm a legend, no. On the next manager, and not taken so about we Liverpool any Arsenal but draw Man City and our league go I'm be taking over Ro Ferdinand and Man United or more a legend. Also the Aquaquende I Man City and the favorite Premier League no I'm be team agi on a Patrice Evra and your Madrid buy.
Behind Man City.
Man City are now the favourites again. Who can stop them? Liverpool, I don't know if they're going to be able to go the course. I've got Man City as outright favourites right now to win the league because they have the experience, they have the players, they have a manager who is relentless. But I think Liverpool are going to be the closest challengers. Arsenal, I think, too far away already now. Injuries, confidence a little bit low than what we're used to seeing. And it's going to be a long road back for Arsenal.
I mean, Joe, I would stay positive. It's early. Everything can happen in football. But why every year, especially last year, I think the year before, you remember when they drew a game away and they lost against Newcastle? And I see the face expression. The problem with Arsenal, don't get me wrong, Joe, the way they're improving the last is unbelievable. It's phenomenal. They deserve to win the title. To win the title, you need, like I say, three teams. And Arsenal have one team. I always say when Saliba, all those key players, they get injured, Arsenal will suffer because they have nobody to replace him. And I'm sorry, they don't have a killer.
Ferdinand, as sitting there like some major league, Patrice Evra say, too early, name Arsenal. Some in the Premier League now. This someone have 3 different sets. Name Arsenal. Only one first team. Also, about 3 sets. Just a team when you're available. The next squad, they be banning me. I fill in the gap. The next set in subet me equally. Every team I born home with power. Arsenal for your first team if you want to any reserves, backups are. I'm going to be Ejemu Eddie Ama others. So go back to William Saliba any others no a prepare. And to one there encore for Arsenal so maybe in the Premier League no Cole Palmer and Nicholas Jackson former partnership beer. I know the year papa. When you say between the two, I contribute to 21 goals. Almost 21 goal involvement our freeway in the English Premier League. Cole Palmer and Nicholas Jackson. Nico Abre Pau before the league in the ever start no be kai. Onaga Cromony John Mikel be fire no. If you hot near the turning point on the life move so far or tuntina woto ya super nkwa Cole Palmer so and I'm the baby now on also Emma Chelsea goes into me 21 goal contribution now on my year at the Ama Chelsea ye Arsenal for so ye now players be Epra name good news Emma all Gunners and it's Arsenal Martin Odegaard actually crying in 2 weeks time. Odegaard captain obey available so betimi abo at the Ama Arsenal during Timber a fit next game Arsenal Newcastle obetimi asia kan William Saliba on a Liverpool match because of red card onyaye now are suspended or free suspension next match or you available Gabriel Magalhaes when we Liverpool game no Nelson Prano enye so serious next game obetimi abo Ricardo Calafiori mum and a betting for 3 weeks na fe was started abo the Ama Arsenal Football Club into injuries in the medical team go so omo eye ho djuma pa ene in the Serie A Napoli and AC Milan a big game at so Antonio Conte says Napoli for be so G League na ene omo ensure supremacy wa bra omo and AC Milan but because match Napoli for here the 3 points Bali papa award you that Roma call for close on some way so and a ye gina na ye DSC
Tony Montana
Godfather
Yemfa Ensia na feminin komo kakra me ba na fe dia kanyina enso ye de abre amanfo King Promise a hadwen yes esiwa agogo yes agogo yasuma no na napo kasa kire student no amalam say ope short ni bi anga dia bana dia program
mo dey news
ehwa kwa wo hia yehu
say
yes
or the man shechiri
oba na sina ne mpabo ate a boy we swa oba no free be 2-3 kilometers away what's the mpabo na kuta girl now on ne
pam
obi ayen aso ase koye adwuma no so oba na ya odu bia na ogina na obo no kakra na san for na so
odu bia say tabame kakra tabame
this boy
na ho odin aba
GM Musma branch na some who de okwa akokoye to we no bi na kumantwi all right happy birthday okay
we say ya emwa
ye di komo kakra na fe ya ba na ya bebe stories no mudi amamo Kessben television Kessben 3.3 Kessben 2.9 Accra messages kakra bi na fe Dr. Edmond Arthur you know to train komo kakra I don't understand those who argue about the winner of the Ballon d'Or and forget that it's through balloting or voting. Every year after Ballon d'Or, some people argue as if one person sits somewhere and decides the award winner. Okay, why not do we Kofi Kaswa and a day message Ebre Zekov Mohammed here and a twaso. Good morning, boss. Heart to focus sinking, and the current leadership of the club are still quiet. No serious club will keep Coach Ouattara after this shambolic performance. Nyahota Maklo can champion the second of good coaches, but keeps mute on Ouattara. This is not Hatchofuk. Togba Afede is our problem, and he will continue to be our problem until he's ready to do the right thing. Why na di way by Zekov Mohammed has a full fun kasepa ewo osei krum ha. Mamfa we entwa so da quickly. Memra na yemeche twenkomo kakra. Why is it that everybody thinks Vini Jr. deserves the Ballon d'Or more than Rodri? But these same people always say it was voting when Luka Modric won it or Messi winning it instead of Haaland. Is it because City couldn't market him well or what? Being the great player is not about goals. Being a great player is not about goals only. Even how many goals did Vini Jr. get? Not forgetting he disgracing himself at the Copa America. But still, Rodri made my day yesterday. Balotelli, Montreal, Canada, and Adiwe, and so brilliant. Yababa, na the other messages now there, and so abremo. Dr. Edmonatha, Doc, who ye?
So yo, Yamiadum, Mehoya Papa.
Yeah. I'm saying, Kaucho Mube, Edu. Na ebi wo ha nka wo pede sa.
I'm so happy. Serious.
Divo
Serious.
24 hours na enso.
We are maybe mpemfo bi a ya from mo ba mo
chinchina.
Ana de e man ye funny ne say. Me wo competent people la. Sebi di omo ne minim.
Okay.
On se ho ne team.
Yeah.
Ha obi o ye medical doctor. Ha obi o ye physician assistant. Obi o where you're competent, I mean, when the madeno.
Yeah.
But I mean, your team, and to say, but say, or by the way, Yamia, say, I am your yes. Me too, brother, your FN Pizarro, mini panel. First, no me tea, or no, no, yimmy. They say me corner or her, me the boy in the yimmy. Because we none to was your mammy. Into the person me can't cross in and say, yen fans and yen patient and yen client, ye domo. Ye Anna, or mobile so I may be say me no more casa kama, or be any anji. And a normal, say you were normal in human institution there. Or be our boss, oh, the real casa with TV in the sono. Me o casa crown pono into normal. Say you me that say for opportunity kasia when they are mommy. When the Kessben management and our production crew no. And then omo camera, MCR ni wina. And I pay many anchi. Tembia metina radio so TV so especially o shows biano. I become so happy because what build or brand out you are highly respected. Say you a man of integrity. The factual ana or man akoso. Me person me fast out kwenye so na me ka shre etiefo ne ahwefo a ehwe nyina so ne say mon trust me. Yes, what they trust in Yami. The second trust, what they ukuna or husband in Nigeria, they can tell one farmer me. So we are repana or person your boa a bomb of Gilead. So you and maybe because so may I me Pentecost suffer. Ne buy a pharmacist. Ne kidney, any the blood pressure, and was for the past, me call you to buy first week in the mono, and I may start a semi papa no. So you. And I was giving praises to God because Nenyama dropping ni yijin effort determine the strength of the kidney no eba from but to the glory of God ya kasi nyankopon munyam say kidney strength at least 90 econo. I mean a pager. Why? Because ignorantly no treating blood pressure, high blood pressure, hypertension. Anna only time into a break a crab ya no for painkillers. The banner true for pharmacists the only when you near a but still a cocoso. But obaya ye carrying a lab test. Emi who ne current status. Sisiano ne health no baby a edu. Ene ye ba behwe no ye kwenye ne ye besa no. Se yo enu ameda nyamiase because maji bi enkwa. Wa ye nyame nipa. Wadi nyame asem a eti apo a ekyekere re ehye nkran ema obi sachira free ne bone ho ebe mankofo ebasa sanhira no Edmondo de Papa ana the management ana bam of Gilead workers ene me nso mebusua ebi beso yeso eno ntime pese me fasa akwanya so eno me ba me koye no na me ami mate me ne we UDS first degree me ya agronomy no ye you can say horticulture or specialize what the name me buy ma me hwe no me a me hu me a me nipa ba ko on YFM a what the name me buy a me hwe no ma obey come all of a sudden no say o pese o baby be na saa time na im so me tu kwan we nyame and o de ne kofi fa baby o start say on no do na na say pija na na fu ye kese o mo say o ko we nim no ye duro na ano odin tia ne ma be sesa ano ne ma be sesa saa ma ne ma me ni free mu and when to me per se, me this information will to abundant say. In fact, over Balm of Gilead, a place of respect, a competent, and you see pretty near pet. Send a medical can say, be on a mean to me now, and you by force, Ghana Sika would be a DB. What chairman soon be also, we are with in a holistic way, a didn't kaye a beba, no being so iron idea, and no be by and I'm here in condition now. Say you, I was saying, my gynae, a buono. Many medical doctor and discussing the condition of a man correct or be a where gynae, none in situation the way tiano, no sorry, a bassa. Patient now or show no compo respect to boo. Ohusa kwe o kanokre obi anka oba ye ya nanka matronchu normal no mama le when in the second time oba you nti it talks about the fact say ye pese ye bwanko fo nti me kwedi na de me pese me kan nyina ne say so obi ya refri ni ti ebesi ni national pe baby papa ebe bwanda e Balm of Gilead clinic Kumasi ye wo the car me ye ni Elija hotel and next and opposite oba you can say takwadi awo anaje yetwa anaje choice mart ne so apart from that oba incline so a baby ba ko pe ene yewo sejo ebeye den pa se otiwiase na bibi ensi yeso enu ana mene na ne namo ana wawu enya no kure da se ankoye spiritual attack se bia obi na bo dua bi anase in the spiritual realm obi time wayo bibi etiawa in fact se wonam ho okoba ebeye den pa se hwenya oni wawu ensi da because nipedua no a system funny pediano as a system your skeletal system your nervous system your digestive system your reproductive system your respiratory system your cardiovascular system some systems when you in shaba kopio unim your free be cells in the basic unit of cell you can't say life near being tissue near organs liver ne na abeshia na form systems na systems in a coordinate and now me starting komo bi say feni peduana brain no ene o spine na o central nervous system eno na powerhouse the ope baby a fuel every eba in terms of energy level nyama ebe koso dia in fact what o cardiovascular system o heart na wakoma no ene din mu ehene until ofo wakoma na connected to arteries connected to veins and you're connected to capillaries and we moja fem and you what the peripheral system on so you wuntini wires ekoba say sisi ayeka say you do like to pet like we no efidie no ebetiako because of what energy source and untino so we betimi anya honde akwaba ni bibi akoso kama the peripheral system ben nkofo bebre eno non painkillers fa enema bi di twitwe omo so omo pese omo to omo in fact we your friend no hwesoro ne form
Dr. Edmonatha
sejo
so bodium kakra
medasi
na me Reverend Father Kwabena Pepra
wow
ini enkomo kakra
bi ode am say nnu aso bia eba me ho
okay
yes
okay
me time no de ko
okay
we dey wona wo chemi bi
nyasem ketu akra
let me show what
Reverend Father Kwabena Pepra online so yeni ni nkomo na yemusa Reverend arekunti a amano abalanyi eso Reverend Father yemwachi o
yeah sejo
na
empom design ni mo di mapa eradi adumo na mo so el
Nko adum pa Reverend Father na say Roman mebwa
Pepa Church Debbie
o Anglican as Roman okay
faith in the blood covenant ministry
okay ya da sepa no ada je kakra bi mre na so de beta Pepa Church nsembe na pesa odi atudwa doctor Edmonatha wa ha
nyamisha na papa ni ajuma pa mo ye if you say so you we follow my flow many times many years now we call it or your drama we been to or the artist be artist no so kwa hon fa no kakra and then I'm not the technical culture. Today was a time of events. I met a culture, men, well, for us, you can be home, men, on council. Even group of men come into on home. And also, I had this was a kidney failure for almost 7 months. How? Not to be a poison. That or into the also that dialysis. They cannot or work out too much. Or torn and they may be near that. No. The 3rd year program now. Dr. B. Hospital in Balm of Killer. On young man location and the numbers are count. Say your own friend.
Wow.
Now on call take the whole baby. Na million call about we did this or Kohan Hoberton.
Okay.
I know by Sunday and I'm in Asia where I say. I'm not very but it's to live for some year for trouble and a catch another. No, I say, and Michelle, Dr. Amama call on 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Wow.
2 weeks. Me call a dialysis gym 1,005 and over. A week beyond to go to us 3 times. Me initially, I think Mr. Woman covered the was a kind of 1 and 2 months.
Yes.
Let me do one. Let me do one. If you don't bury. I want video the Mitchell Mumfan. Do the first thing, I wouldn't call Kessben FM. I'm going to a vinegar in the normal fun for the meantime. You have the results be a ma. I see more. The Mimican say, oh, no more promoting Canada. 2 weeks. Something you tell me. Let me see. Oh, I'm 2 weeks. Just 2 weeks. I said, I don't know something about me. Nobody ever come to Zamidity. Nobody ever come to Zamidity. And I said, my age, my dad them almost 7 months. You know where we are. You know where we are now, Medical Hospital. The machines going to so.
Oh.
And she, and I said, I don't know. Obi o bi a di no hwe bi no bi abecha mo ya de na Michelle. I'm be there na Michelle. Yeah, I mean 2 weeks.
2 weeks,
2 weeks, my soya nanti within 2 weeks.
Wow. Reverend.
Now, there, I say, I didn't almost cry and say, and the friend say, oh, I don't want to want to say, a course saying, they be a move to 8 key records. They be a economy. Dr. Amisha will need my family.
All right. That's what that's it. Papa. Reverend Father Kwabena Pepra. And 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So that was 7 months. Starting on vinegar now. BOG vinegar. 2 weeks. What I'm saying, and one on the import program.
I say, no, but my main vital information been to air.
Okay.
BOG vinegar, and yet a dry, a cure kidney, patriotic fontini, and cure kidney, and 2 kidney, I see.
Yeah.
And you know, all nominal the big room, and no bar hospital near the 2 kidney noons or so. And the chair no protocols or say, or for better, or be cramp or full no quiet, de mana. This year, we say, Bia, and you do 15 end stage, you know. A bit to me about 3. Yama nephrologist, our kidney specialist, say, you a bit more than 2 dialysis, so cacra. Dialysis and your bonnet. But we better so for life for the sister. Why ha na yam combine with your therapy no then for results I say you that say enti I sit that house BOG vinegar ewa ha Accra ebi wa ha mo frɛ ya Ghana ha baby enti na me say mentena ho nyare ansa unsi obi a wonu me say yo consistency wa blaba we mo eyo on say every day bia from January anyamiadom me start ba de bia me de bi gu nsu mo no and the newest therapy am I say kubensu no a ehwe no na me de bi egum enti number se no 0539 86 38 0539 86 38 and I said 0240 51 21 71 0240 51 21 71 so you me ko die de me kan say nya me hraw me patcho enkra no results aba no unu kunu Bible said chile abofra no kwan on faso na wonyini a wan free ho me ma kra ne ma pressure and compete with ne mate be school bia when any school fees akese bi o mo kotua mon cut mo coat according to the size of my material and yes sir pressure be be down mo so e me be kwa kofa yare foforo aba we ntasem a me dia ma Ghana fo
bia ni wa on pa hoden me vinegar ni me gum
yes
me vitamin C gum
fantastic
me cap go
yes
me no me wie program me wie o se me san num kube nsu no so ni
exactly now the people jin bia
kube no agum okay kube no de dem
Sergio we your original obenyini ache obenyini ache we are consistent and we show commitment
yes
obenyini ache ya dem pa enso tawechi
yeah that's it Dr. Ibodasa Balm of Gilead Mr. Mo otramo munumo na yare ya pa ebjafo transi na yebie nsem no emu kakra Kessben television Kessben 3.3 Kessben 2.9 Accra Reverend Father Kwabena Pepra Dancia Wadino mentra ho Joe Vini Jr. fan but he didn't win the ultimate because of his level of indiscipline on the field of play. It's so bad. He should learn how not to challenge referees. He should play to the whistle if he wants to win the next time. Rest in peace, Madam Ekriadonko. All right, Prince Entry Jesse, Almeria, Spain, and the way Abba. I'm a Vini Junior fan, but he didn't win the ultimate because of his level of indiscipline on the field of play. It's so bad. He should learn how not to challenge referees. He should play to the whistle if he wants to win next time. All right, NT Prince Entry Jesse, Almeria, Spain, and so anyway, Abrayan. Ubia Edge and so the Efahon. The Real Madrid family were looking forward to Vinicius Jr. winning the Ballon d'Or to atone for the El Clasico fiasco, only for Man City's Rodri to pounce on the award from nowhere, but deservedly. Wow. The Spaniards' contribution and success to both club and country surpasses the Brazilian. Oh, sir. The Spaniards' contribution and success to both club and country surpasses the Brazilian. The trophies won within the period under review or consideration favor the midfielder from Spain. Vini Jr.'s confrontational attitude during games went against him. Not every voter loses sight of this. Alaji Mama Salia, if you're on Chibanda line, and anyway, about also a double as the PRO of Young Apostles, right?
Yes.
Wenchi. Andy,
you know,
Ubia did not drink Treba. I'm the Casado Duano, Nina, Beko France, and Ra. Ebise Vini Jr. ball no nimbo, but in discipline no dosu. And no cry no shanko for omo to abano bi abufu. Say yem fakra manokra de bia antokanto kwasa oni referees ne kokonye ni nyina no influence voters no ene omo kika nsem bebrebe omo de fa ne tuntuma oye omo de nsem bebrebe ena nyimre ye ka ho asem even before somebody adene be ma Rodri no okoda dwene ho no saa na woka san na woka na pay
oh you know the mechanic no ana men sesa
omo mantinra.
Okay.
Who can say?
The number can say, Ubisa me say me a surprise, ama. And I may say, oh, me a surprise. But if you look at how our system is here, and you're surprising. And I Ubisa me say, oh, Tiase. Now me can say, there are times certain players deservedly, and ya no be enemy so mubina. But in Ruhono, na sesa. And yentimin kan koyechia, Yebeka Lionel Messi in 2010. It was Wesley Schneider's Ballon d'Or. But you know, we share Inter Milan winning the Champions League at the Santiago Bernabeu. Now, sir, Timmy Boa, the Netherlands national team, to play in the finals of the World Cup. Now, we lose to Spain finally. Not miss any conversation in because sir season a crown. Hey, Inter Milan yi Barcelona free. New Camp. And to as a share by Munich 2-0 in the Champions League final. But he really not like Messi and only the best player on the Amano. In 2013, it was Frank Ribery Bilal, the ball out boy in the road to Wembley, alongside Ian Robin. Oh, Michel Borussia Dortmund, the Champions League, you know. No new competitor bia. It was so clear. You really na Cristiano Ronaldo. Ako the best player. In 2018, it was Cristiano Ronaldo. And I know be any see the man because ball out boy, you know, nenya boketwa. You really know na eye Abrantia your friend Luka Modric and no Mano. You know the man we different kakra they say. The whole calendar year no. The only time I wrote the man the best player in the world was after the semi-final game with the Euros. The whole season no Bianco Kase Rodri your best player because he was not the best player in the Manchester City team. He was not the best player in the EPL. Into the conversation of naming him as the best player in the world until the Euros. Now Euros in the crown, you know. He had only one man of the match. Games on Spain versus Georgia. And I know Otiminya the best player of that match. So far Spain phoning player winning man of the match in the European competition was Abrantia your friend Nico Williams. Onuninya best player twice. Yamanya Baku, Danilo Munya Baku. And Ferran Torres and Sunya Baku. Into Rodri, even in the competition. Oh, ye saw the best player. He had just one man of the match. Finals, no, or prior into Antimia, and he had no influence in the final. Until no, you know, Nimkra. But after the Euros, then the name started popping up. Rodri, you know. Yes, I season as no. One statistics in the first 3 matches for City. Until the D crowd it was off. Ne we are saying him say Vini Junior and a Beji award. Until Enrevia Radio Monte Carlo RMC of France a report to yes sir. Award no diama Rodrigo Hernandez Cascante. Enti or the crutches no ebe free Spain aba. Energy no a chance yes and nemwa. Enti after was ne bar say Real Madrid for the confirmation. Say I'm passe a Rodri and Aja award na so omutia omuma. And you know, omutie from RMC and Manchester City no. And you know, Madrid and Torad adan come by 12 omensi ho. Inti Emiliano Betrugono is the only person or bar award na say. On that award itself, you know, mention Ballon d'Or. Ye ma award a chile omo mujina ho nyina obi ase Vinicius. Tony video no. Omo mujina ho nyina obi ase Vinicius. Time George Pon we be announcement inside ho. Omo ho nyina ase Vinicius. But eventually they gave it to Rodrigo Hernandez Cascante. Say oduni deserve. Say omo fa award na ma no. Criteria no ho. You know, o hwe criteria om de ba ya. Me medical kan Rodri de. Vini de. Ebi kotia Vini in terms of attitude na omo kano. But Vini in terms of decision making, being decisive, where matter. So now me catch as a Franco. Say matter brutal. Oche Brazil for no African players. You know Africa for so do Mujimo. Sergio Real, Senegal Papasis, Rafael Yo, Portugal, you know. Omunyina matter because you know it was so clear. Ball there, you can't so be in ball we are say, you know, and the road the modema or park so no, Debbie. But finally, only you saw the best in the game. I disagree. But Omum Kotu Abane say Rodri and deserve to be the best player in the world. He was not the best player in the Spanish team. He was not the best player in the English team. Inti mi hudi entia. Ya the ball on the two one say under the calendar year. Game-changing moment, decisive moment. Players are call it shot on the field of play. They decided for their teams. They decided in as much as Vini didn't play well in the national team. And that national team issue of, you know, Ballon d'Or, the national team, they the best player. And I think, you know, the last time we won the Champions League won the European Cup. What also say? Inti Genoa, the Odima or Park and so no more ball, any achievement. And let's not forget, out of the 4 competitions, Vini and Timmy will Copa America. But in the Spanish Supercopa, he scored a hat-trick in the final against Barcelona. In the Champions League, he was the best player in the Champions League. Rodri was not part of the team of the Champions League. No one can. But you know, I think Vini fans need to move on. Award we sign it here. Ono also up in the game, no. Then you may be hot in who free home. But born dear, you know, nobody can doubt Vini Junior's technical quality as a player. Only born by far. Inti focus na also here. Now Shane and him so bet me achieve more. Now what me pick it up with his national team. No add it to because already the La Liga, the Champions League, or Jenny Dium. So even you create the Champions League, ma, you know, 2 goals in the finals of the UEFA Champions League. How many players at a 24? And it was a record in the he only need to focus because voters and they say Rodri is the best player in the game.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. Long time. Honestly, this so-called Ballon d'Or is a joke. Very racial and corrupt. It should be thrown into the bin. How on earth can Rodri win it ahead of Vini? Rodri didn't do anything exceptional as an individual, though his club and country won the EPL and Copa America, respectively. Hey, debut. Vini almost individually won the UCL for Madrid and played key role in Madrid winning the La Liga. Then Dani Carvajal deserves it more than Rodri. Okay. I'll say the award is purely based on performance on the pitch and not attitude. Now, Robert Bembata, the man for more can nyoma outside pitch, you know, 1 color and 2 attitude and inspire voters, you know, influence voters, you know, ma oman to ama Vini and the color, no, and a attitude on and off the pitch. And also count no man to no when is angle for no
you know most of me will be
my influence will be
falling for racism but this one I don't want to use
and the color some
you know with the way they person the color baby.
Okay,
I think you know Mimi who say he was skilled in favor of Rodri. I don't want to believe it is the issue of attitude. Players or winning ball be brave on the football play, they have attitude. Players or winning ball be brave or more attitude or pack is be brave. Okay. I will not give it to say be a attitude and color.
Okay.
No. Sarah Moka for no reason concern. And swiftly, oh said yeah, almost ma upon Rihanna the award never mind. Swiftly. Who the almost ma upon Rihanna the award.
And any asama misiake on planet.
Sarah Mono.
It's a black man.
Said it because I'm for Becca. Okay. For Becca. And on so we need be that. Inti man in family from Rodri. So that be your mom be raising concerns about color nyai. Salam Genoa. I will J the best player of the Champions League now. Coach ni coach. Or J or say
on the team of the year so it's Edma Madrid.
Yes. Yeah. Into Saudi team of the year Madrid. Now the coach of the year Carlo Ancelotti. Player now know this team and on deserve to be the best in the world. Because conversation now Man City DMM, De La Fonte DMM. It is best coach, best team. The player who led that team don't deserve to be the best player in the world. It's general sanity.
Okay. Sir Franco Naro.
General.
I want to
yeah.
Na yenche.
Person me picking it from the basis. First of all, Ballon d'Or for 2024 no.
Yeah.
For the 3rd time in the history of its 68 anniversary no. This is the 3rd time you know season but not calendar year. Until we say no now ball no from 1st August 2023 to 31st July 2024.
Okay.
Until person me can am train a man for agency to say boy will be a ball no this season it's not captured here. And can be criteria de be mo so mo first on fan to abano. Boy no a year season ya start ye bonyina no. There say enka ho. We are no free hono ma nsɛnkyerɛ for ɔmo yi 100 journalists. Now 100 journalists each from a different country. Now ɔmo fa FIFA ranking no. First 100 countries under FIFA ranking. Ne bia ɔmo yi top journalist baako every hɔ. Na saa wo top journalist no ɔmo bɛma FIFA technical study group no bɛma 30 players and as nominees. Okay. Not 30 ni aka kyerɛ sɛ list o first 10 into first, second, third up to 10. Nti ɔmo yɛ wie a na afei deɛ ɔmo accumulate marks ne bibia. Na yɛka kyerɛ sɛ hwɛ nneɛma mmiɛnsa wei so na fa to waba. Baako ne sɛ ɔsɛ the individual performances, decisive and impressive character. Yeah. First one, Bachotini, individual performances, decisive and impressive character. 2, team performances and achievements. 3, class and fair play. When in Niama Miansa, one century a day nominee state in a member catch the Shewemuche, Nefa Yesusudia, Netwaba. General Metia is a me, Nametua Benibia, cast straight up. I'll vote for Vinicius Jr. Okay. Metia chinye bia ni ho sama dwem say the best player under the period is Vini Jr. Ba menyin tum say UEFA for omasheda Ballon d'Or for no omasheda awrobe Vinicius. Yeah. Say bibinti no omasheda me hu ne say omato abetia no. Omomoto aba no. Omato aba no etia no. Enti abato no omoto no omde come organizers no and based on the voting and omde results aba. Why am I saying this? General say you go school me say o PSP dia wo sha se address fine na bobo tie onkuko ntokwa wo hie obi a no ache ano na udi nkomo na osre because ade bia ya bato obi ano they don't vote only on competence. Look ya bato a yebetui Ghana for bebre ebe hese why ne betuma your money and which beyond that there are other considerations. Ghana for bebre beto aba no mbehwe asumesi o ya homaso ana asumesi okukun tokwa basabasa na asumesi on conducting who ya na there are good number of people who look beyond performance, who look beyond capabilities,
competence.
They look beyond competence. No matter other aspects. Usuno by so more. Look, General, a chinye bi eni ho abrofo no we racist pa o. Ba mra ani asotwe ani se obeji dimboni nti bebre ya no maka hye omo. Ontumi show ni racial yi no. Etimi mi hu ni say Vini niema baye miensa ene koditia no. Ba ko ye senior oye wo park so no ne nkrofo ko no trolling fans no referee ye bibia no tata no like every single game fighting referees and trolling fighting fans no ebasa unko into the good books of especially those who do not support your team or do not support you or from your country ebasa sa for no okoto aba ohu ahinti obeto atia wo ye no the free honoma sa na de na wa first no ho so say obeko eye racism using football and any talent no me can say ya the money but the moment abey wadwin say obey sa de we no can who say it comes with sacrifices. It comes with eye niema obey pay for and I'm sure that he's paying for it because there are some journalists that out of 100 countries in general about 100 no, a lot of them white guys and they be on my racism ne shewmumu but they could do so on koto abadia a hon a bit more influence no so akwa on the number bi onya chance bia o say ye racist no or fight racism yes wa kon racism am ye do bi atum on beto abanetia no. The third thing and they say baby o free by a team Real Madrid no there were 3 candidates and tinkrofo on beto aba based on more support for Real Madrid no will be divided. Danny Carvajal was a contestant. Jude Bellingham was a contestant. And on one casa, then even Kylian Mbappe so about Beckham. So about 4 candidates coming from Real Madrid. We are no for Antomo Mubesha Real Madrid dear to Abano. They will be divided. One Susua or England for no English. Most English guys another El Cotoabo Beto Eddie Jude. France from Beto de Kylian Mbappe. enti Rodri no wakwa content krobia competition no ese ono no or appeal to a certain group of people they be our kika na tade ahyem gentle unten ho asem na adwuma na no obo enti wona oto aba based on moral ne sa na no omo behwe no we be everywhere general the year under review you say bia wanya hwe o megitum Champions League team of the season one mem Premier League best nominees best player of the season one mem but he's somebody obehwe no watro exams 10 papers emu bia no odi first ba obehwe no odi second third second obi so di first wa ha ba ha no aba form Vini failed in the national team within the period let's be very frank. And it's not like Rodri no any contestant crowd. He was a contestant. Like from what he did with Man City in the Champions League, in the Premier League, and what he did with the Spain national team, he made him a contestant. It is a factors now, it is very likely they will vote for him. It may mean ni say Ballon d'Or for no mutu abano mukoleti we no. And Vinicius ye ko da kinti. Omu decide say yemfa ma no name mu yemfa nkoma Rodri enkrofo na to aba no omu anto ama Vini enye late Vini is 24 some person ya Ballon d'Or general omu niam na me bobo so no character kan hu okay eniam na ye de ma omu so omu hwe so mba to aba no character kan hu enti esse or rebranding the whole world. Look, Cristiano Ronaldo, Luis, Messi, look at the previous Ballon d'Or, how many of them got themselves involved fighting the fans, the people who make football good, no? Ubeka say opponents fans. But how many of them conducted themselves the way Vini did? In Tese Vini Susono, or Shasie, Nan and Crawford, no, or Mushasie reorienting and rebranding the world. He's extremely talented football. But bad dia, twa bad dia. One here. Nipa, never be brave. And nobody to aba. And nipa he maybe gana it me hwe wa ho ofeso kra to. To aba yes. Kroma. We no ho ofe. Ghana have been go so. Bebre general. Wesley college am chira de we so we as president we dey no ofe. We do anima efe. A nice guy. Neme so betuma ya na untimi nya. Phobia. Ne ho ofe nko na dey ato am. We fine nko ade na ato am. Enti yesa. Eti me nyi ni so mawiem. I think you what you say o deserve. My children say come in and meto am Vini. Okay. But I'm saying that it is not robbery. But you're two man on so enyam from so. Enyam from so. And no more to aban based on criteria and it's a character and it's an kan. And based on near man my dream say two no more to aban di tia no. And a Ballon d'Or for na be declared omunyaye. Okay. But you see Real Madrid subanum done in general enya papa yen kan chrom. Enti say no omuja se Vini no. Enti omuja no. Konton kronko.
No, Vini. I was with that also for some time. Oh, say come Messi, Ronaldo, come Ronaldo. We so. Omuye no dey need do baby. Yeah. Oh, but for whole Real Madrid to decide say yenko. Omuye na Carlo Ancelotti. Eko Troya or das here. One ko. Or double and off for us other the team president. Now the treat name was we no or say ni players, especially Vini and Carvajal. On one account which I check. One ko. Me feel say award in general. Say criteria no mude no. Any be o mobile no. Dear, fine. But once it is voting, some of these things will always happen. In two person really be no adjust to meet the criteria.
But say I think say one thing say award ne leaky before say be who winner no.
Oh, send it to see.
There is not a letter on the be see you. But first in the entisa you do podium hono na obi say the obeji. But Ronaldo ni Messi be mu na ye hu sa o. But say among for we say Pavel Nedved.
Award I say winner you catch the one sana.
Oh,
what ba ho? Ana.
Oh,
say catch us go win.
No. Yeah, no more catch us why we need bra.
Normally,
I know who say, wow, we and say, wow, ma. I said the whole thing.
Yes.
Until Saudi, you tell which row. Niparo Sutia. Yeah. Who can't say before them?
No,
Mommy and son, Mutimi Dada, Mummy and Senina. Organizers, to get all of you there, they will give communication to each one of you.
So, no winning.
Somewhere in Timumra. Ntuba kwa koduru awanya no say ye kire no mosisa no because you catch them some arena. But be organizers, we want all of you there to make it look good. What I say? Enti.
Yeah, no matter kusi Oseko ni.
Yes, Dio of Diano.
Yes, robbed.
Oseko was robbed.
Yes, you were there.
Oh yeah,
South Africa.
Yes, he was robbed.
Yes,
because the net is even the
that's it.
Oseko for your prepare. Ghana for your head them home let back come na ebo. Ye be ye nyina ya planning. And a free ho the bag ye the baby ye be call ya de nyina. Everyman's and can so my planning can go trip no.
It's 2001, right?
Yeah, 2001.
Yeah.
After beating Valencia or San Siro.
Yeah.
Ye nyina ni place ni nyina alcohol. Say na me catch say you free ho no ball. View of the any nyina free ho. Yeah, Sasso ni di attempt to answer. It will be a hard dream, but was Vinny Jr. even Madrid's best player last season? Big no, because Bellingham was better than him. Rodri deserves it as well because he was better than all of them, considering the year under review. City won the league because of him, though Haaland was scoring same as the Spanish national team. His scenario, okay. Rodri is an unsung hero. His scenario is similar to Fabio Cannavaro in 2006. Michael Abebu, Edia Ode Abba, and so, and Yakano.
Cannavaro performance in the final, no, and the man, and your performance get to our dinner. And the man is best player.
Wow, penny depending on
Cannavaro, so Zidane, Madrid. Next Zidane and your record, I call it on Sobeji. Cannavaro, the other.
Wow, penny depending on Sir Franco Naro, what an amazing analysis. God bless you, Sir Franco. I now understand it very well. Zua, who nacho, Kessben Zua, or he fancy say, on the way, and so Brayen. Obisimi Musa a year Andy came. In 2013, Bayern won the Team of the Year. Bayern coach at that time, Henkes, won Coach of the Year, but Frank Ribery couldn't win the Ballon d'Or. Ronaldo won it with a trophy. Obisimi Musa was asking me. Okay, my main for we so and twaso and my way. Nafi. All right. Minim response to this. Yeah.
Message now, the man. Oh, me stop missing me can. Messi in 2010 Wesley Schneider. 2013 Frank Ribery see Ronaldo, and 2018 see Ronaldo Modric.
Yeah.
Into me can.
And then Jorginho did.
Yes, me can say 2013. We share team my friend Bayern Munich. It was Ribery, you know. Now only competitor be it was Ribery, but you could no me Ronaldo. The same thing applies to the Wesley Schneider's case. In the first time, maybe my 3 instances. Yeah. No beer who say player win a betche, but you could do honor. Necessary.
The only player with no social media presence or account, Rodri. Honorable Kojo Badjiman, the also Kaimo. The only player.
Only social media
only hobby.
No, so I can attach that she no be
Sir, good morning. I support Sir Franco Nara because life is about how you package yourself. Apart from me, being a Barca fan, by His grace, I've also advanced my team. Was sorry, Nanti FC. Was sorry, Nanti. I don't say that.
You never create him now.
I was sorry, Nanti. They didn't know.
Sana him say team did.
I will say. Was sorry. Wa our team no wa.
Yeah.
Wa sorry, Nanti. They say tree.
Sana team did.
Wa sorry, Nanti.
Yes.
Tree. Okay. The next stage to the MTN FA Cup. McQueen no. Or the team no call the next stage of McQueen. Congrats. Inti McQueen so say ni nyina ne say they will see a package ho ni nyina no account. But please, I disagree with Franco Naro on some of his submissions. One, this Ballon d'Or is never presented with raw data. It's full, definitely be revised in a way by the organizers. it will definitely be revised in a way by the organizers. 2, I still stand by my words that the attitude on the field will not influence it much. Number 3, I agree with him on the impact of racism position Vinia has taken, which underscores my earlier point of the award this time being racially biased. Alhaji Osman, Edwefri Boise, and Abreye. Among for interest, we papa, and ye asam get to Accra. Entina, and also, no. Chinaman, or say, please ask Andy Kem if Vini Jr. was the best player for Madrid. Was Vini the best player in Spain? Same way Rodri wasn't City's best player and the best player in England. He was the best player in the Euros. Okay. We free Chinaman.
Me answer na.
So the Abba no. O say
Me answer no. So
oh answer okay. Kujo no Chinaman. Asama Nzongo Laka Yanko.
Okay. Out of the 3 competition, Vini was the best in Super Copa. Vini was the best in the Champions League. Into team for the league number 2 awards na Vini GN as compared to Jude. You don't know.
Okay. Maminko new ho enso kakra. Na me mebusa sa asem we. Say mo say ebeko baby outside Barca ni Madrid no. This a ho da hopa. Eco City. A ho na hosa ba still Eco City.
Ebiso Ango City Eco Spain.
O say I feel we are dey correct.
Ebiso Ango City Eco Spain.
Oh, I feel we are dey correct.
But you know anu grow me say, you come afia na Man City for no mun kasa ubat. Omo no munya bayre abrewaju.
Underground work.
You saw me catch Madrid for.
You can't underground work and say underground work. You tie a player here. Say yesika. City for no. Untimi push you over simple sir.
So I will never agree with the organizers unless you people compare even assists between these 2 players and maybe Rodri will win. But I hope even the assist Vini Jr. will beat him. The voters voted. The voters voted for Vini Jr. But the organizers manipulated the verdict. Apino Bantuma. I say omo tu and omo tu man pa. Omo tu amano. Organizers in the danda, the dane.
Have you doing us on way?
Yes. In your own way. Man to my yana wo.
Chief.
Yes sir.
Ballon d'Or dey me na madwene me say ke call Madrid academy be me de. Ya no me say Franco banter off camera say Everton say EPL for the best back into the argument. But fortunately for Man City, Rodri, almost like a Ballon d'Or. It also shows that Man City sorry or football, another milestone at the moment. They've already won the Champions League under Pep Guardiola. Oshe league titles or EPL or more agada certain trophies. Over Europa, they say, or more high power. You cannot count them amongst the traditional clubs, but who ya can say, Utu to be buani and go Manchester City. So based on more achievement and saying almost size as a club, how we grow the coach they have, and then the Ballon d'Or, a year escalate to top clubs or more top players, Man City so kakra Man City ba and another shot on PSG because omunyina na this kind of free Asia ba yourself Bobra Europe PSG the other day enya si kom kra and Man City in Saka Ballon d'Or they can the Champions League no between Vini and the Rodri there about 12 for no say Franco kind or more decide we me share your opinion. I feel say it could have been for anybody. Na ba be a Vini new opportunity I want me noise and cost royal the classic course on ani. My dream say ka Vini step up wa e ka be my argument na sa cost pa but I think he was very moderate in that game one cost be brisa but yam bought Rodri abaso or no so see a footballer or we need be ye inti se ne sa kan yam man congrats. Say Joe me pick a crown no.
All right. Hi General, let's speak the truth. This is not a scam or robbery. When we talk of individual performance, Rodri was so good and was ahead of Vini. But my only problem is Dani Carvajal. Only he can win the trophy ahead of Rodri because he cemented his position well. Bamcho Modrin Wilson was saying, do we so dia banano so we be two Rodri na Vini Dani Carvajal
or check it
or her
achievement individual performance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the individual performance
so Carvajal ball
or the individual performance account. The
Yeah.
year under review.
Carvajal
You
ball,
see,
Champions
the
League
Nkwama Vini a national team performance,
Okay.
which is a major point. And Ufa Carvajal or no any Rodri come as now to excel both at the club level and the national team level in a year continental tournament. Ono na boy Euro na kwa koji. Ono so de moment mi amo. Enti a big minus for Vini.
And Lataro Martinez Zumbreme.
No, what I'm saying.
So you can't see ready. Sa Obiabo national team.
Lautaro Martinez.
Yes. He won the league title with Inter.
What did he do in the Champions League?
No, so what kind of national team?
Huh?
I'm from around 16.
Into how does
now Rodri so you're there in the Champions League Rango.
So I think semi-final.
Maybe
Real Madrid
No, Carvajal na argument na yen. Carvajal won the Champions League, won the league, won the Euro. Into why would Lautaro comes in this argument?
Lautaro won the Copa America.
He didn't win the Champions League.
No, you said Rodri didn't win the Champions League.
Oh, so would the Carvajal argument?
Okay, what shall I say about national team? Now I'm saying, what kind of national team dia? The Lautaro Martinez will also come because
what's your criteria now? Individual and team performance. Individual performance, and then the team are one to performance.
I have found that Rodri decisive. Which
and
game?
And my argument be say class na akwadano 10 subjects. Odi second wa no edi third wa no edi second no edi third wa obi so be di first or mass obeba chemistry no are into one hwe year nya odi di second one di first o baby obeka marks na bom no anya highest because ma dey no mo ye no omo say ye the sheet in ma they obetro ni din 1 no man 15 points they obetro ni din 2 I think 12 network to aso into be said the number of first position for Rodri ni bimpa na the highest number of first but or the second bebre bon say keka bomu na oba benya the highest me until I get the raw data I be prove otherwise no I'm believing that is how they voted.
Okay, I've missed when Kaka won this award. Since then we've had the Mole Awards of cheating and favoritism apart from the awards in 2008 and 2009 respectively. Ballon d'Or is gradually losing its credibility. At least sometimes the teachers will change our votes and give the prefect to the best student. Danny deserves this one. Joseph New Edubiase and Ediwe Abba. Is it true? Said Ballon d'Or gradually a lusu the credibility.
What is it, Lucy?
Lusu me to me a Lusu, but you can't. Okay. You start to catch, but the Lusu da. Credibility Ballon d'Or. Where Rodri fears every.
A Lusu, and the whole world come to it.
Yes.
And Ubia Lusu, Yaba no pay. Yeah. But I was saying about 11. And Unkwani Yakam.
Young watch that was
it was significant. Okay. Court to a child body allowed. But to me, I could court near the assembly about court to lose in the significance. It drew the idea. Who's I do assemble court to? There were a number of times and Kobe be a do no pay. Unfortunately, a year battle for all of us. Andika 2010. My young to me da. Say a could be messy.
Okay.
That my new Cristiano Ronaldo then a could be Modric Ronaldo da. We meaning to, but it is very significant.
They bet Daniel FIFA.
Huh?
I bet Daniel FIFA.
Do FIFA awards. It's possible. I bet Daniel. It is possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
And also a different criteria.
Yeah.
And I know a different group of people.
They bet Daniel.
A bit to me.
I bet Daniel.
Yes.
Ever call Vinny Junior.
Yeah, it's like.
We share send a bashina. We are sending back. Any Brazil for near there, but when you're careful, wait to another.
Vinny, they are popular.
I say it's in competition.
Yes.
Until we have no more. I could even
Yes.
Because baby, when we have FIFA award no, a toes you know, they come for penables or they are for baby. Na Ballon d'Or, they have a boom them come for budget Ballon d'Or.
Okay.
Boom.
Why are people not talking about the role of Rodri? Defensive midfielders are mostly not popular.
Yeah.
Mostly, you don't see goals and assists from them. Isaac Ampa Sunwai and anyway and so Abrey. Yemfa few minutes, bare 3 or 4. Yemfa share other awards and so apart from we know others and no team of the year, coach of the year, etc.
Well, you know, I think it's awards they do baby a popularity baby. Me who the mark could be man who san Savino Jamal award no GN because Juma Savino Bo Girona being the best dribbler in the Spanish La Liga. Otimi Sabo I did Girona bar Champions League and individual. None the ball no was so. But you know, Shebebi could even Adegula ahead of him. Minim the ma Adegula Sokotuno. But there be a man from last season. This season was exceptional. But last season they never be. But you know what? The few opportunities of Unyano, who say or glimpses on a bone on him. And Nidi the lips of every sports fan. And obviously it drew us you know, obviously Misabeka. We are Kakalo Ancelotti, not so much to say. Adimola Lukuma and I'm happy. Oh, very
14th.
Yes.
We are happy 14th.
Yes.
No, Africa we call the closest I buy 14th.
Yeah. Say a European competition.
Yeah.
Yanka Coupe America because you're European no respect it. Yanka Africa Cup of Nation because someone respect it. And yes, sir. And Africa Cup of Nation, so could be of one day. Unplayable. But we are talking about Europeans and South Americans. So to have Ademola Lookman, he wasn't the best player in the AFCON. But Obie won the performance. Say, oh, you know, in the final of the Europa Cup, he scored a hat-trick. Atlanta versus Real Madrid, Chabolo boy. And the performance for Atlanta in the Serie A. You know, onye Osimhen look ma onye Osimhen.
Yeah.
Onye known to say Osimhen wodi Obia considered as a world beater no. Inti so be room 14th. You know, why there.
But sir, Ivory Coast man who exceptional player be a committee of Boramo.
New
even though I'm on a J all right, but to be no who's G no G team is in a better so.
AFCON.
Yeah, 5 Coast.
New na say exceptionality ni ka dan ke mo kabayadi.
Say na me make say o ka say Ivory Coast I'm on a J will be a Remo
within Omono.
Yes, within
Lautaro Martinez was even on the bench during the Copa America. Don't forget Rodrigo achieved the longest unbeaten streak in European football history with 74 games in the course of the season.
I think Rodri.
He deserves it.
Rodri Noka.
Rodri, yeah. You say Hernandez, Rodrigo Hernandez. Cascante, yes, yeah. He deserves it. Raphael, Edway fi Bema Campacra, but we should be na Utiera.
Oh, game was sitting, Lucio.
Oh,
game was sitting.
Oh, yes.
When you man no
wow. Intina and also I don't know. Our Mohammed,
Sergio.
Goalkeeper home for Niagara. Ronnie Williams.
Yeah, Ronwen ninth. Now I thought say be obe around 4-5 but yeah. Oh, Sergio, he gave exceptional.
Goalkeepers will yes you.
Yeah. But Sergio, he gave exceptional performance for Sergio for AFCON. Check what he did with. Yes, even though Sundowns and Team and Champions League, but checking the modern ball, it was the debut of the Africa Football League, maiden edition. He was so influential. Wabra mo share work at the final. And Sergio, in that game against Kessben, it was virtually him against the Kessbenians during the quarterfinals. Okay. And so, obe penalties for unprecedented. But bia obe Jefferson Montero mo fa no achi omo fa no achi. It was Nigerians following a confusing idea. And for the first time since 2000, now South African team drew medal zone of the AFCON. Since 2000, yene Nigeria co-host your mudi third. Said you no mun team drew medal zone. And this year, it was January, February AFCON. He was so influential and the whole group blue squad now at Timikoeno. So said I was really happy for him. Saving one year opportunity. Into the squad.
Lautaro Martinez was even on the bench during the Copa America.
And not all the matches. Not all the matches. And out on our bench.
No, we can't be message or the buy. Raphael Bemakam.
Make us a Nandi, I give Senka on Sudi Bebempi. And all can say on national team Lucrano. Final no.
And what's that question we? Senka Yadima Vini Jr. Nka na pay titin yi senka yenye the way be different and chese on na senka de manamba ya de man anko be bi na no ko bia mi na no wia
no kre
ana na me ga mo tia ya de ma vini junior enka de ba so nyina so beti mana ka be 1%.
Oh yeah, so beti.
Into entre no kwa entre say on na say ngede ma no.
Echire.
Yeah, echire.
Say abo
entirely there. So the general discussion here. The discussion hasn't been solely about Vinicius. It hasn't been solely about him.
And I said you busa question say. It would the answer said you say me now the answer.
Say the Marvini Junior. Enka titintin aya titintin na nke nye. Ko obi a be mi na no say o deserve it.
Well deserved.
There wouldn't have been a complaint.
Yes. Complaint, but can you say be too much, but there would have been a complaint. Ballon d'Or been a complaint actually. Every Ballon d'Or has had reactions.
Me see. Me can 1% we cry. I want to say me can 1%.
1%.
Bi na ka bi e beba. De o wiase nyina enka emma. Eno kwa nkyerɛ wo sɛ Abrante deserve award.
That be answer me, boss.
Oh, okay. You trust me. And you trust me. No, do be another gym. Maybe a tomorrow. Only a trust on 10. But oh, you drink jam. Joe, me. Yes. Yeah.
Was it last season? And they said Osimhen was 8th.
Yeah.
Last season. So we tell say yen rep na womu as African we say you are chia be chirika. So say you asema me bisa me who say could there be days when you work as here said you man the second say you place in the best back to those years na say you and know the relevance of idea me check going forward per the place so the stature of top stars are more Africans so more across the European continent
okay
we say Gurasi and the likes when could we have those days Sadio Mane mo be duo said ye besa say ye besa ba be duo yes eto mo koye Jojo Pomane we am
let they play for the first class teams now how many of them play for the first class?
That's the question.
Though me when I heard that Rodri had won the Ballon d'Or I didn't understand it, but now Franco Naro has made it so clear. Narrow, no size. Amisco, Badu, Time District. And anyway, and so Abreye. All right. Newton.
Chief.
And Hena, Yebeko.
And Rano.
And Ra.
Refikala Beshe Munti is Gigi games in the Bishay.
Well, ye games to be a okay.
Calaba Numero.
And Calaba Numero. In fact,
Where's the crowd? You know,
what is this? Force all the words. Kalala. Say ne perfect. They do bia na from so ka catching beba. But the oya de ani oya genuine na onim na djuma oya ni say from so ka krebi ba. Timi e ko hwehwe mi yi na oba. Na oba gitum assign ba e be ka say na say me kan on the enwure no. Oba kan. As a ball no a ball assistant referee asana a ball kotoko player never ko corner the one side touchy referee no esen ko drop ball you know esen ko aleti referee the ball no ball nti
yen drop
referee ni yem from so kese pa esen referee ni yem from so kese pa all right dinna jume
nya time no last minute na ye bepo nya time na nanka ye biti a e wona nanka ye twe na adwen si so a time na mo ye ka se ye de bebe enwumre yeah
all right Inti yebeko na yeah.
Yebehwem ko samobodu or ya de bi onye careful or kwa we ya na ehu kakra da no so intini affecting the game plan no. Na M1 no yebe discuss that on the board. Dr. Prosper Ogum so echo drop 2 points ewo Basake. It's another game me won some ka mu pa na the last part of my discussion no. Me share something on the Kotoko attack so far my observe. And general two games with you. Menya brush more about no pa.
Okay. Please don't forget that Rodri lost only one game the whole of last season. And considering that he's a defensive midfielder, So not losing a game the whole of last season is a great point. Asumadu Henry, right?
I would take Tony Cruz commenting.
Yeah.
Individual awards. You need to say, you're Dima footballers.
Okay.
Tennis. Tennis for one.
Yes.
You're my individual sport. Football, a collective, say my club and a team. No. Now say individual, there doesn't belong to football. You should go to tennis.
But I disagree with Tony Cruz because born are you born. Yeah, players
individual quality.
You know, in football, 1 tree can make a forest.
No, Ronaldo, then one can say.
Yes, in football, 1 tree can make a forest. Born obi oho amulu sumacha. Onu ye bonitin.
Yeah.
Na then no kra mo warm up na pray and I know be abo.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, kotokone work. I
pray obi abo say. Yeah, they do there.
Nero has said it all. Pure analysis of the situation and perfect submission. You just did justice on the situation. Rodri deserves it as long as he has won it. And most journalists mostly analyze based on emotions. Abdul Salam, survivor, and the way Abre. Me home so na me di drakakra. Until we see him abakone.
Chief, you ever share Kessben wodu ni breakum Chelsea ni yepa. Okwa away game a ehun kakra e show on game no NM1 no.
Na because I also na we share hard to folk any
Senra no Kessben wodu ni skip on the be share ha because of the la share ho no.
Okay.
Yes. He has folk bia be ko nyambo watch na for full picture of the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so on saka kotokoni
Basake.
Yes.
And I so so man 2 games no.
Achina na ne. Okay. They no be sure kotokoni Basake.
Yes sir. And I breakum Chelsea.
Okay.
So game now boy no.
Okay. All right. Nti
my doctor Gumonya careful pa. Nyesa onye careful.
Onye careful say.
I don't know them how I mean cannot. Nyesa ono onye careful. But kotokonye careful pa.
Ade.
Because you can't on betting league, no betting league, no but Juma team no ho. Each and every game bia wa de for me ho for team no ho. Each and every game bia no. Ahodi na o team no mu a ekye so betting akọji league no general e kakra bi. Na doctor I think say oh yeah Juma oh yeah the best wa ball actually back for ball back for ni nyina with the hope say obetimi are build a very good side e dey makoma asante koto but ma ye ma pressure koto players no so ansa na koya sem for the aba squad mo ha
koto squad mo ha
yes
asemwe Andy ni onyadwen o Andy zuzi kotoko eso mo league no yes
you know say new position here clear
and na me busa asase mu ye de beba ne say DNT na team ti say Gold Stars ho omo lose game na he baller omo bofrin ball man so the team no very fearful side na so Andy say kotoko with kotoko na say G League no based on what
so Joe
individual brilliance a team na ho den anase de ba dia it is still no ogidi se kotoko na say G League no Andy na kasa say okay and I also say kotoko team no more
yeah each game bia ma me hu ade foforo say team no light
okay who say Gold Stars
say
me exactly who say Gold Stars but who no kotoko
say Gold Stars catch G League no
me
I'm a catch us a Gold Stars
Gold Stars
Emmanuel Kobe
yes Emmanuel Kobe
that is the goalkeeper
Kosiedu
okay
yes Kosiedu in the bus something Laka
and in the man team Emmanuel Kobe
yeah me stance na me defend you
that means so ka so mo ka so mbegi league na
you know
me dia me ka so
Gold Stars omusan yen summarize nem komra
Gold Stars for
on team no strength no
osro
new I do baby you who free no be more na yen discussions please why the maker so what
sure
Gold Stars are home there what they compare kotoka was more hano at saying insane so
Gold Stars team near take sen kotoko
okay Gold Stars are home then was soro
sen kotoko
a check kotoko
yes
okay inti new and is no nadwen young comra
okay
but new seen in the on cast Gold Stars beji league new team league ni na mente so aka so obi beji o o ka se we team ne wo fam we team ni soro but on kase we beje nti you know busa new league no wan beje
na no
there be say new kase we top 4 oba na abedwane ye and I see him out time ya boy how many games 8 into 8 okay see him 7 games no what you know
yanko kase mo 7
unyan decide
ya boy 8 me da se pa we final sa ko pa
oh it's a new one
we final sa ko pa
you know man more time
Newton Newton we see after 7 games we me Judy
and na fena we me do
no me Judy no Judy see no Judy I'm telling you
me
yes na kani pe twa won si akra na no sa so botom so do o be mamra yes
and na fena we do
maro se guoti so do e be ma no omra even do me fin kra o so mbomu ya do e be mamra wa gudro why na league no about 8 games
hey
yeah, man,
I feel league new
man more time
no me man more time o ma me 7 matches why na league no
league no dey ending
tell me
yeah ending
tell me
Mediama for disappointment and say
why na league no
Mediama
we for
Nko gusta
we
dame chese mo me obia nka o chese form nkra obia hu ho da manfo be hu ansi age league sa na o ka che gusta so no me nko ye kitikiti se ne ejibu ho ho o tim se ne beji ai enti nko nkra
se yo laka
na kotoko ene media manye so mo na eba beji do mo hu ansi age league ene o trim ni trim do no go start beji sorry ko
na kumum
ni trim e woni trim so sorry for roko awa
and then new team undecisive
oh yes e woni trim and undecisive was mo
okay can on person
ka omo plan ndo mo nim no so mo na beji but a bad see ya
omunya league
na press ba beto so no da baby boko
na je o tine no afa chiri
ko mo ahwian mo ha ne de end on kada can I imbalance
Laka
yes we no okay awa
Sergio
but ina new year heart ni you know Gustavo no
o si echina ana
o si echina
ana
o echina
yeah
okay
Sergio Kenya coach
now
this week are you this time team bia we to mama e mo to team bia mu do mo ba no mo nyina abo ma ba bro
ene onye go start
so I has also na ma go start so o ye kotoko na buei na man for messages obey goal stars we to mama yes yonko awa
Sergio okoba mehwe ene one intercontinental game baso yeah Al Ali against Al Ain e wo Cairo International Stadium Sergio okoba me wo interest e wo game no and meka Daniel Bameyi oye Nigeria wafu under 20 championship na o maba no Sergio mo captain osi o mu ni hia title no mum chain yes osi o mu ni
the reason nti oba onu hia
title no mum chain so Sergio okoba e be remain other stuff
but before say be kono Joe Louis no bobo makuma say sante kono ne hato fuku no Abiski ni papa ayi no say unum say omo de say 9th November busumi ya ebe uremi ya ni de to so enkono na meetings upon meetings e wa busuanum the reasons be brave bintino omo assign atu asedabufo the mom new date no na enya emaye nti yensaka new date na ya de beto edwa nti Joe Louis ne abusua no omo se men kan kire obi a se date foforo no eba for ne papa ayiye na omo be announcement ama obi a ti ne mom 9th November no de enya maso ye ko Dawood Herbal ene the Ward Scientific Herbal Hospital nkra to kakra ye ba na ba beto aso de mamo ye nchepra
Enuanom ne adofo ye frɛ me Dr. Dawood me na me da Dawood Herbal Hospital ano na enam me so enane Dawood ointment Dawood 360 capsules wodwa manso a ene obi adi hu adanse na duwei edutwam Dawood ointment ose fatwi na ebeko ofa Dawood 360 capsules ose sisi na ade ewom na duro mienu we e adwuma bom obi a osisi ye o ya pa de obeye ne se wo de Dawood ointment no etwitwe osisi na anopa ene anwumre a nansa bia no na wo de bia bo asawa obetimi de atua udware wi a fa Dawood ointment wo de te ne fa sra ta bre kro na no na wonom Dawood 360 capsules no anopa ene anwumre na danse ye na ba amane wo de enko na enko ti adanse ni bi
Dawood ointment edrowe me straighten and welding the toda me po adwuma na me honam nyina me ye me ho bibi enye ba se minya sa Dawood ointment we na me twitwi a na no pa so minya Dawood 360 na me no mo a ese kwa le me ye adwuma kra se kane no te drowe de edima se mama no be di so asema mama
electrician na ye adwuma ekofia yentimi na Dawood ointment so ye adwuma na obra okodru fia fa twitwi ade be che no na wo hwa ye den Dawood ointment fa twi keke na ebeko
ruwa me yusu mama hode pa ma metimi gba adwuma bibi e kama e ma me ye Dawood 360 capsules and a Dawood ointment o memre we no na do we no su twitwi wa aposo e be ma ya oni nyina afiri o ma de che otimi be gba adwuma Dawood ointment fa twi na ebeko
da bia amafo company de wo ka musa akọ spreader me secret na nu ani ebudo na ani Dawood ointment ene papa me sori anopa me di twitwi me sisi achi me babia he me ntebre secret ni nie ti so person te sem ya we use Dawood ointment that the secret of my taxi driving
me a transmission gearbox specialist ejuma me ye en kan na me pega ade a na me nsakura antimi pega na ase me ma ade so na lock me sisi se say fi se me share Dawood 360 capsules and Dawood ointment abo me bebre the dry you so amente ya mente blabia obia momodi so betimi ape Dawood ointment and Dawood 360 capsules enya bi ato
odofo se watibi adro ya me ka ho asem no eno ho adanse ene wono madi no ko pharmacy e ben wo herbal shop e ben wo ne koto Dawood ointment Dawood 360 capsules na se de enkrofo di ho adanse no wo so be di ho adanse wo pese wo frɛ ya eno na wo screen ase no 0244 886437 na 020 168 1717 baby a yeton aduro wo man Ghana mu bia no o de wura house op Dawood ointment and Dawood 360 capsules.
Aha the World Scientific Clinic onyankopon adawroma odisa yaresa bia wei abesia nom se obi biara ohaw bia da ne so bia no aye yare de onnam yenso na entimi enye de ensa ne yare ebia me no ka sei me yare na me bebuboso no ebi kura na mantimi amo yare so oba nyankopon se onnam yenso enam haban so enam mpaebo so ebetimi atu yare na se ama ho ato ebia odie ne ye awosem na ehaw ebia oye bema no entimi sori nyina so kra ansa na bema ne be sori agina so no eye moja enedeko entise moja entimi ndi afrusa ne ye a bema no entimi nya da because bema na ye dindindin nyina eye moja ena afele ne sa ebia me no kasa ne de ode ne awu eda ho fom kodo a entimi sori kra no yankopon na me nso ebema na ahaban so amana sori ama oso so ho ato be ne ye meto nchia wo ho ebia na oso de ne de odi kobo ania na abesne ko free premature ejaculation oba ebi wo honom kra eye adwimu na wose ye de ye cycle da bia me kasa ebi wo honom enye dro enye bibia na ye dro oba ye no bedi nkomo na said the problem ni sitie no ya hwe ehunu problem no aha ye scientific clinic things ya yare sa no ye demonstrate wan kasa wo yare no na wahu se o kono aduro na okono no wanya hotoso se said ye tie bia no ho ye de ebeto hanum ye nheda ma waduro keke ye ma waduro wabra ye hunu problem no because amre sika ho ye de enti se o mo obi aduro na wa nim de ya aduro ni kwakoye na se okono ma aduro na se ankwa wa nipa kro no de ne ye typhoid so se enya wa wanhwe ya ohunu typhoid betimi am ye twa wonso no epilepsy etire wo ne ka se ebia na wonam a wotwahye ama wachinia enkwa meso bra ene me meto nchia ebia na wo de no eye pressure na tena oso achepa ebia me no ka se uda form team stroke abubu agufom anase yare na amana obubu agufom team a untimi nsori no fremini ni hu komo wanya prostate problem odun so a enyeye anase yesi wo prostate cancer na say wo ho crowd up person check say o prostate no eye adwuma ya oba ye betimi a check am ebia na wo de ne ye eba eba na wo pɛ deɛ a nyankopɔn adom yɛbɛtumi adom aboa wo ebia na ɛma no wodeɛ ne yɛ fibroid na ɛhaw me ne woka sɛ obi wɔ hɔnom a ne problem paa yɛ halitosis ɔkasa ɛsɛnti wɔ mu paa wobɛpie yɛ aso ɛha nom a yɛbɛhwɛ baabi a ɛfiri ba na yɛtumi atyɛde atu ase ama wo ebia wokɔ yɛ sɛ wo cholesterol wo cholesterol ebia wo kidney problem wo liver problem me no ka say yenua ma no omo bebre infections ha omo enam se yenni proper hygienic places a yegya na se yedwunso na se yinti no say infections nko ade a betimi aba ama yenso so yetimi atuti ama ho ato ebia na wo de ne bone problem nka say mu na hwo papa ebia na wo de ne ulcer yebetu ase yama me no ka say ebia na wo de ne hernia wo de ne diabetes odi ani ye pressure yare bia ha obia no emre ni ntie bia na mentime mu boy yare ni nyina so ni what scientific clinic ma se atonsu ba bia free ba e wo Ghana ha bia oba o se oba atonsu Monaco junction bedu a number no na wuwo no 0244 087687 ofre a mema ya ba be faw aba ho udu adansi wura banka opposite pe ene ne mo se signboard ne bo kakraka e ho ni what scientific clinic ubo se e ho no mo no ya hyehyɛ ensa crate bebre ho no adansi wura bank opposite Accra, your mile 7, Edeko Tantra kwan no so no. Janet Corner, your kwan ho pe. Ubedru mile 7 overhead, na ofre ya homa true for no a. Wherever you are in this world, either you are in Ghana or you are not in Ghana, you can call or WhatsApp us and we will arrange how to help you. What scientific clinic? Nyanko ponda romansi. Wahoto ebeba. Amen.
Oh, okay. Enti yafa nkratoɔ kakra ma menkɔ Awal Mohammed hɔ na yɛnidi nkɔmmɔ kakra me ba na afei yɛde mo WhatsApp videos a mode aba no nso ɛho nsɛnsɛm kakra abrɛ mo awa ma mensamra wo hɔ na yɛhwɛ dɛ
yeah Sergio medase
wobɔ so a
yeah Cairo International Stadium na big game eba so na ɛno yɛ intercontinental game between Al Ain and then Al Ahly Sergio Oka Asian champions and then African champions. Okay. So it's a big game at Ebaso. Now, so this weekend, Al Ahly echo UAE echo ball or more Egyptian Super Cup. No, it was a 4-team tournament. Or more boy, or more new opportunity, a defeat or more bitterest rivals in the shape of Zamalek. So confidence pan or more diremo in that game. And after the Egyptian season, or more shares but say yo, one unsung hero for this season. Ye free mu babe wura this season babe mu with Sam Abu Ali Mekada Palestinian who was born in Denmark and said you obey mu said you obey second round of the season but he managed to score around 19 goals for the team and he was one of the reasons even Modesti Anthony Modesti former Dortmund striker Mokofano yi ni from the man koye say because omonya striker who is very, very good at omoye confidence on betting me numbers. No, all the guys are high flying. Who pesita who say you na indications about say omuntimin toa ne contract no so ba omu keke bibia emanisi ani. And so bekaya Al Ain and Al Hilal ebo last week omu AFC Champions League 5-4 scoreline said you be how the game went on that day. You saw Sofiane Rahimi, the former Raja Casablanca, scoring hat-trick for Al Ain team. No. Kojo Fodolaba, former striker of RS Berkane, Togolese international. So, akwa koshe team no maseje mini ukasei o yi asamoja ne free wo abe Al Ain all-time top scorer. And Coach Herman Crespo is doing a wonderful job with the Al Ain team. Last season, they were the champions of the AFC by winning Omo AFC Champions League. No? So, Sergio, you are expecting a nice game at Ebebaso tonight at the Cairo International Stadium. Al Ahly just injury concerns Kitwebi Newo. Ali Malul is on the sidelines. Mekomo right back Hani Mohammed Insu on also injury Edin Akwa Kotunchain and then Karim forward. But virtually all the guys around Imam Asho, Pesitau, all the other guys who become once a Meka Yasser Ibrahim, Rami Rabia. It will be a tough game, but based on how Al Ain has been performing, you say Al Ahly and Timian Shoma say you and Sheda Nyemi Wawa. Daniel Bamei Meka Nigeria more under 20 team no or no more captain. Last under 20 World Championship, Sergio, he was there. And in as much as say wabo 2 championship no say you the age bracket no omro that is the reason why he's still part of the under 20 setup. On who say based on the target they set for themselves no number one reason they feel say on who say omo here title no more than you say almost set target even before the tournament say they want to win the championship. God being so good to them, they've been able to win almost semi-final game. Ama omo baba do final. Omo the babeshia. The good thing is both of us have been able to secure the under 20 championship. Aside that, ohun say omo gather a lot of experience as compare omono to us. Yes, Nigeria for no any opportunity. I in terms of under 20 tournaments, either AFCON and the World tournaments. It was so unfortunate. So Muntimi we need that world, you know. But there were times they were finalists. Or losing finalists, you can say. So in 2005, when the likes of Mikelo Bimo, Sanike Tamotim, no, the late Isaac Promise, they were those that squad that formed the Nigerian squad. Unfortunately, and there are a couple of performances on Diama, but on who say they stand tall or they won the trophy more than us. It's a good game. Ahead between Ghana and then Nigeria in the under 20 championship. No, idea very very good. They say both of us are returning back into the under 20 AFCON. For Mono, the last season in the World Cup, they were there in Argentina during the World under 20 championship. No, and since 2015, Australia. Timi called the under 20 World Cup. So the AFCON tournament now called at the under 20 level no presents us with a very good opportunity to make sure say ye boy your home body said ye benya opportunity back into the limelight in terms of the under 20 championship now. Ye be heard him say basu in Chile no. So these are the things we expect between Ghana and Nigeria at the under 20 AFCON our full championship now. Basu during the final. Said yo Kenya any Tanzania and Uganda nebe kabum a hosted the CHAN tournament no. Na say yo host no omo Bobby. And no na Kenya omo coach ne say useless but no say baseless. In as much as say omo opportunity no say omo be host competition no he doesn't feel say no they must engage themselves in the qualifiers. But the new woman say just last weekend they played in the CHAN qualifiers against South Sudan and they lost in the first leg. So it's one of the reasons why Ono who say is so baseless. But CAF and organize your competition and omo the modalities about a bit more opportunity abo. So these are the rules and regulations omo dia to. If you want to abide by it, you must follow. In as much as say host no, that doesn't guarantee you say on to me more qualifiers no. Said you must per the laws that the Confederation of African Football have done. So these are the reasons why say omo allow say in as much as say co-host no, you must still play in the CHAN championship no. So yo Ahmed Musa na me gada say it was one of the reasons Yan Funny Dian Count says he opted for it for the CHAN tournament now. Yeni omo eba bebo. Okay, say enwana Nigeria 35-man squad no ebaye. Na amanfo hunum say Ahmed Musa say osina kan edi makano pillars no na ne din betimi aba beshim bat. Say 35-man squad no Augustine Eguavon amfani din anshim. And so kaya the last CHAN qualifiers yen and yama Nigeria antimi anko the competition no. So in 2018 they were the runners up. They were the losing finalists against Morocco. And since that time the Nigerians have not been able to meet or be in the CHAN tournament. No, more ebesa in the CHAN qualifiers. But unfortunately for them, Ahmed Musa Nidin Amamekao, which I think is a very good news because Kobe Kanwa honestly Kobe high power in the CHAN qualifiers now. Yeni Nigeria ebabe bonu seju.
Okay. Awal Mohammed. Yeah, twice a day, I'm there, and you quickly uncover WhatsApp videos and so kakrabo duba kwa paonsima eduanai ensia pepe. Midfield action Kessben television Kessben 96.3 Kumasi Kessben 92.9 Accra DSTV channel 364 Go TV channel 121. Yeah, 5 videos kakra. Enti witness I crowd wa yen tinko for videos so mo de buy no so kakra.
Good morning, Sir Joe. The patch of your friend me Quadoteria make us free Virginia, Dumfries, US.
me pacho sesia won se sesia wasesa Tony Montana din a wo friend Mr Anane ana Mr Anan me pacho se abonkele Chelsea enso ehun kire ne sei ne ono ene Franco Naro dey with topa me pacho me intimidate because e omo anu ahyeda no akasa boko o se o ya ye be ye ehun fi sesia de just wo di hunu na omo nti se jo se de o de ya bayi o de sere omo na emom se dru Chelsea so ni so omo kasa me sere wa omo kasa no intimidation and afi se jo me hia question back bi me hia answer me pese Franco Naro no mo say I want to know the value of the Ghana Premier League. The value of the Ghana Premier League. Me pacho mon cheche mo pa ye.
Good morning, Sergio. And Louis ni AK Blue. Me chiao ni abujafo ni nyina. New team me chiao pa. Ya misha ni adwuma pa we. Kotoko ye wakono ye ni Legon Cities. Ya mesre supporters ni say omi nyina mfa mpabo. Entire team nechi. Ni enkoji ye 3 points. Basake no ye ball draw. Na manfo de binimo dwa kakra. But omo hwe stage of the pitch no. Na the pitch na ye no na enye ma football nso boys ne ekon kuden enya 1 point enye hwe enkachi nti the aka ne say edin pa bo beta o match na Lagos City match no yeso akwaje 3 points because obia akwaje the wanya de kwa draw nti yeso akwaje 3 points no ne the aka points ne etima beda table no so ena enije semba kono so say Rodri ono so age Ballon d'Or edanyamia se enije bebre ede menim say Barcelona fans Man City fans yenyina yeni age say Rodri ena enya Ballon d'Or omo writing off cra.
Good morning Sergio, good morning the king, good morning Frank Nello chi obi biara chi a Kessben etiefo hina me pocho me masem we me question me bisa Sergio a command the king me hear analysis say Jude Bellingham and Ballon d'Or, Vinicius and Ballon d'Or mini problem na sa akodi Rodrigo Hoa as a Chelsea fan me hear analysis a Chelsea 2021 and say Georgiou energy Ballon d'Or me hear analysis no I de Ballon d'Or no come Karim Benzema ala Liga nyo no Nigeria one Champions League just 4 games Nations League 4 games.
Hello, good morning Sergio. Ebenezer ni Sokode. Ndede mabodi na ma Sokode. The ambassador me say I don't think say the Real Madrid for year no. They try year. Enye de bia na se unkwa na odwen uyiye ho. Bi nso ye na wabo na na che performance celebrate. The absence from the Ballon d'Or ceremony, I don't think he was the best. He did not show respect to the people who won the awards that night. I think they should have put their differences aside and still attend the occasion. Thank you very much.
Hello, good morning, Laka. I did boot me. Abidjan. Edo yanko panse the matter for the ache. In fact, basa for me any age, or mammy any age pa na. Kotoko so me say kakra. Go me say your bob 17 minutes going na almost to go. Ade. Am why coach no hwe no nya ho bibi na am why kra. Me das ki stre coach no am why me das ya me shiram. De la ka no obusu nyina ya me shiram.
Good morning, Sergio. You say you'll be here. Madrid for Mokasado. Onim say Ballon d'Or Barcelona for Nadima. Now only a player kwa o catch as a man de ukwaji Ballon d'Or. Minim say onim say Ballon d'Or no papa dia na say onim say to abawo ho dia. Ai and you say yama ji answer na wanye biaje.
Okay. Yeah, mama kwa babiom was a videos and saka and mu ebi I don't know. That can know say won't TV. Sometimes Newton Latte should be recorded when speaking. Newton said Kumasi Asante Kotoko will win the league based on players they have signed. He later came and told us that the fans of Asante Kotoko should lower their expectations. After beating Accra Lions, he said again that Kumasi Asante Kotoko will win the league. And today, he's saying a different thing. Anefi, Sunyai, Zongo, and Ediwe, and so Abre, Drua, na new LB Wahua, and so Ode Abre. Perfect analysis from Franco Naro. Said you, ask Naro if he's been an advisor to Vinicius Jr., will he ask him to give up the racial or discrimination fights? Joe Shibi and Ediwe, and so Brian. Joe, Newton should tell us why he doesn't analyze his team goal stars, but most of the time on either Hatchofoko or Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Joe Shibinoa and a signed message way, and so Brian. Alaji Mama di me yefri hey, can't just make that piano. Sa question no kruma ya. Team. I'm very sad as a Phobian and a strong Madridista. After the 4-0 pains, we were looking up to consoling ourselves with the Ballon d'Or. But UEFA boss teamed up with the French people just to punish Florentino Perez. The gods of football will definitely pay back. Vini has been robbed big time. Also, I have high hopes in Ouattara, but frankly, he won't help us. I had high hopes in Ouattara, but frankly, he won't help us. Gadgets Vegakra, and so they are I don't know. Omado has a call. Uncle Yima has one thing, but quickly or Buffalo Madrid.
And you know, I say, and what the house in Swaka home. And you better not say, nah, or share messages in our Rudy and video will be the buyer. Or be really concerns about Coach Ogum's second half, specifically the 70 minutes of the game. You know, actually games are kotoko anti-mian winning na games in conceding in the second half. Against Young Apostles 51st minute, against Bricum Chelsea in the second half, against Basake Holy Stars in the second half, and what follow kotoko team ni bian in the second half. So opponent ne vary game no more bread.
Yeah.
Some artists got to brain in the second half. Most of the games.
Yeah.
Into I think say honey baby also coach Gumhen or Germany. First half, who say kotoko book game ni. First half, who say kotoko air dominate. Who say kotoko person muye bibi. She against a Carrera. But you know, in the second half, no kotoko bre. It's a brain quad will be the abad, you know.
Yeah.
A brain quad the last will be the bama ubusa say a physical trainer and I say a coach.
Yeah.
And I can say I thought there be a place Nankasan so me who drew. Said the bay on the park this one. On be fit to play. Or more be well conditioned. And on co training so you some dom training diagro. But social games are on my bar in the second half no. A year na performance no eba fem kakra minim say mpempi so show be especially in a away gamer the person will love to come back, the person will love to power pressure say the be obeti anya equalizer no. And for me a honey baby apart from goals na aye one goal project no because you know and I'm say kotoko share one goal nti so obitia eno ano no. But Ghana away games no a year na boarding teams no bia ho di woni home. It is a one to me and the players around to give you more, to add up to their metamuadema, na performance, one receive no, namely be opponent in the second half. So, we are ready by the pressure brewer, you know, air and league energy. So, for me, I think so, honey baby. I also coach Prosper Netogum. It's me a year a juma because said you and year back more than 4.
Okay.
He was just lucky against Carrella say. Second half pressure on the buy in our to me and taken.
Okay.
Some at the second half on this Solomon J. Bemunajina. That was the end of Kotoko. How many goalkeeper a friend Fred Kasari. And Masa I've forgotten about Mama and Timmy Amobo Nashe or Boise. There are 2 clear-cut chances. In the second half, Kotoko ne die, you know, a honey baby, also Coach Prosperity, a weke. When that say, on one decided second half, the one go no bepo who buy, and now say opponent in mum your substitution on team counter for me, a honey baby also a head man, just to make sure Kotoko will stay in the game.
If indeed, Ombusomoji League now.
Debut, you know, yeah, league na airborne. The entity any kwasa Kotokoji means has a mokas or more person omoji. Says a league has yet yes, has intimate. Yes, you do an intimate. Yes, a medium intimate. One a beje. You know, one a beje. Kotoko improve almost squad. As I'm a coach, prosperity chance. League na airborne. How many coaches have won the league? League na airborne. How many coaches? And the coach with teams in more magic. Coach Nuru, and then you are talking about Coach Prosperity.
Okay.
So far, Ivan Saduta, and you are the coach of Mediama. You know, coach from Poman so Abaso, but I still won the league in the Ghana Premier League. No. It is all kind of coaching experience within the Ghana Premier League. Some others are closer. And the coach is standing out because out of the 34 games now, there are only 2 coaches who have won the Ghana Premier League, and Prosperity is one.
Okay.
You know, again, players or cars or pen or mano. So what again? I agree with Newton say Kotoko ni expansive squad because 21 players ready on bebre, but minimum said by January transfer window on be add up. Okay. You know, our experienced players within the squad. Players or mere matured within the squad or some players or Magic Ghana Premier League within the squad.
Yeah.
Into what again? And you know, say Kotoko person and Kotoko coin in a secra almost supported Frikubasiko.
Yeah.
Because they have the confidence. And Busomo Moko in Aseno. Kotoko supporters no more does to Holy Star for. And DNC or Mokwine, they have the materials, they are playing so well, they are yet to be defeated in the Ghana Premier League. They have a coach who have won the Ghana Premier League. They have players who have won the Ghana Premier League. So what stopped them from winning? You know what stopped them? Players, Omuni Obiaka, Omutia players bonus, Omutia players salaries. Players are comfortable. Now in him say US issue, not the case, Weba. What again? What stopped Kotoko from winning the league? You know what stopped
teams almost very strong.
I'm not saying, but teams not be very strong, you know. You know, me jitum say teams need be very strong. I agree. Jitum say Mediama are very strong. Me jitum say Ghost Stars are playing so well. But you know, of the games now Kotoko abo, any the games are Mediama bono. Mediama ni so nche Kotoko. League ni menka see ewie. But games are Kotoko abo ni games are Mediama bono. Mediama ni so nche Kotoko. In any case, yes. In any case, so the competitors are Mediama and Ghost Stars.
Ghost Stars, yeah.
Omune the competitors. You know.
For now.
Omune, yes.
The names we were springing.
Okay. Mijitum say, you know, teams now are sponsored by Gold and Mines and Omaji League Nibi. Mediama Beje. As good as it. And Ghana Premier League, the teams are a trio or Mokano. The three players can almost league, but I'm saying that Kotoko take care of the boxes. So Kotoko person league, you know what stop them from winning? Omo powerful, they have the fans, they have the numbers, they are politically stronger, they have a good team, they have a coach who has won the Ghana Premier League before. So what stop them? Omo bibia. And you know, nobody would take that excuse. Oh, yeah, players nearby. Yeah, especially in Arsenal, I can't say. Opa check team bia. A new for that no backup no debo. Team bia sir. I give me the amount have about 95% of the old squad no. But check the other teams. Yes sir. New for kakra any old for kakra no blend because Ghana League no. You know because he can in season you bo winner player and contract wa obeko. Enti wunya the old regimes no a omo market team match no. Obenya ba ko na mienu. Ghost Stars will be so far. Obi to say Eric Besonche, Ufe Emmanuel Kobi, you know, Emmanuel Kobi eba this season. I think Ache ho, Frank Abanko Ache ho, Roland Frimpong Ache ho, Boache Bright Ache ho, William Denchi Ache ho. But you know, Kotoko ni Ghost Stars, Kotoko pesa omujili. Now omudi asho omuso omujiliga. You know, Ghost Stars is not a team to stop them.
I'm not teams almost stop Kotoko na have to vote.
When Omar relaxing, when they have accepted that their team is not good and they cannot win. So how can Division 1 for Division 2 for back Kotoko? How can you win the league? You can't win. But the recent story isn't the same. When Hearts of Oak started recruiting players, it raised the concern. What is the situation now? And now Coach Parker say the team is full of second division players. What is the situation of Lagos cities? But the Kotoko recruitment team, they recruited players who experienced in Africa, players who are matured, players who are good enough to play for national teams, and recruit. So what again? And they are playing well. Matches on Mabon, they still remain undefeated. In as much as said there are issues to discuss or more flaws within the team, every team was flaws. But they still remain undefeated. And to me, who was
I always like a new team. I was studio, but now I'm saying or prepare for the presentation and check every basono. Nanka, I will try to go into the Kotoko Moha. Oh, Kotoko Moha. And then number 2. Petit me be challenge Kotoko. Already, the man is a combined 11. Samatex and Asante Kotoko. Or you Kotoko 4. Is Samatex 7. It says Omokrani is stronger. Take Mothers Asante Kotoko. Now Petit man, the whole thing it will be Mche Kotoko. Or no, before, so or can gold stars as some ground. Or the Samatex. A 4-7. And you know, when you back go Hawk Road with Machakotoko easily.
But
so just say it didn't go to normal
meeting all the analysis apart from the Obi the bar say before Kotoko sign players no ka say Kotoko be winning league.
I know feeding on the buy.
Okay. Kotoko against us of folk.
I feel omo cupboard draw so omo lower our expectations. I feel a buy or see Kotoko be sanji and now see team more. And no be no say me hu say photo da yi beto so obeyi no ansana kotoko mu hanon so new besan akire ade konti o kotoko mu ha wasa na beto me hu nanim nti enje new be ba ho na wa kire ba de konti o si team no mu hano me ba zisia meko na roso di new we dey ready me ba zisia on Tony Montana's kick-off sports earlier today. The owner of Baseke Holy Stars, Mr. Simon Ehuma, cautioned our Galka chairman, Mr. Kudofiano, to think of how to improve his non-performing Galka and stop attacking Mr. Okreku openly. Mr. Simon Ehoma is the chairman of the Western Regional Football Association, and he was the same person who openly defended that our FA, coach, our FA, knew nothing about the Black Stars $8.5 million AFCON budget in La Côte d'Ivoire. Unquote. Boss, I don't see how Mr. Kudofiano can survive in the midst of people whose loyalty is highly rated with the GFE. In our football circles, it's always the rep of the big clubs that can voice out boldly, as Mr. Huma did. But considering his huge role in the Western region, what can Galka possibly do to him? Boss, I would suggest Mr. Fiano resigns as the chairman of Galka. If not, his impeachment won't be far-fetched because people vested interests are way beyond what he tends to do single-handedly. All right. Now, let's just say, did Yakumadan Senior High School and so and a two-way a day a money. Okay. Mr. Abepobi, baby, I will be ano, Mammy and Chow later, Baba, Naiba Betraso, a day, and Mamusika Parmatitis Hospital, who message in an idea too bad, and idea, my kind. Into Maminko narrow quickly, Nafi Minko Newton Lati Marida now.
Yeah, General. Quickly on Mr. Homer and some of the two, I say Mr. Fiano should concentrate on Gaka and Adam. I think, say, or you one person or belonging to Gaka, and no belonging to the FE. Because Gaka, because or a club, Premier League club, which are members of Gaka. And then FE because or a RFE chairman. And I think that Utien in common, he's more inclined to defend the FE than the Gaka. Makawa happens that an individual from Gaka or from any of the clubs fighting the FA will not succeed. Into the solution, se Gaka pesu say no one some no more manuel dia or more organize who well ye. And then they should come in with the issues, as a group or as an association Ghana League Club Association no man make your comment I don't know say GF any football na come from no obi anim almost all the things Mr. Fiano is saying is the truth, but I think he's tackling it the wrong way. The best thing is to find a way to strengthen Gaka, make Gaka vibrant, then they can ensure say Ombema football na koso. On the issue of say Kotoko has what it takes to win the league or so more a winning league, you know. I think say points and the raising I mean they are doing 100%. The Kakra a Koditia Kotoko the fact that Omogu team now starting for. So I expect say at the initial stages Omobinya challenges because football is a teamwork. Luckily for them, even at the early stages, for me, Kotoko project, you know, a cost run term since senior under normal circumstance, na me share anymore. To the extent that to play 7 games without a single defeat after say what disbanding your entire team, and you have only 21, 23 players, you know, a chair there indeed. Project, you know, a mature drusron term as senior and under normal circumstance. Obeheno. Ground seeing matches no more winning. Don't assume say a easy matches. There is not a single gamer me fancy Kotoko this season unya better results last season than this. Basically every game our ball would they compare the born last season this season here better, with the exception of I think Accra Lions are Omusha Omo had this in so much all other games there have been a better improvement. And like Andy is saying, I think the key thing about Kotoko Yekesi is fan base. It looks like now the fans are back to support the team. And if you have the fans back, if you have an experienced coach, if you have experienced players, and you are getting these results, I don't think say Obibe expect say Obe back. Teams miensa ne omayi omhu so omo pe league na geno. Me hunu say Gold Stars, Asante Kotoko, and Mediema. And amongst these 3 teams, team wa wadwen say be along the line. Obebun hu abomfia ne bia oyi ni na free accelerator ne so Gold Stars. Assuming Kotoko wins tomorrow, they get 18 just like Gold Stars. Gold Stars, so I think plus 6 and a Kotoko plus 4. So maybe Kotoko, if for person about topper by now at this stage goals difference, it means you would have to win by probably 3 goals difference. I don't think that is going to be possible. So at the end of the year, around 8, you know, Gold Stars may still be on top, but Kotoko may be at par, or Gold Stars will be on top. So for me, so be expected say Kotoko Jia would be expected. Now, baby, my crazy supporters enthusiasm. And no my expectation, I don't think anybody can convince any fans to say any say Kotoko G League. You know. And general last season, Kotoko experiences similar trend. Indeed, they don't have to be complacent. Almost 30 season, then Shadan Kuyi or Sushi called 3 back. Results in by they were the most informed team until a breaking for AFCON. After the AFCON, no, and Nema Shasia conform. A whole of politicians and bear money idea. It drew baby some 7 matches. So, omunim baby omu freeba. I don't think anybody would have to be complacent with it. But utie names everybody need additions some person now. It looks positive, General.
Briefly, say how did your panel see Asante Kotoko's midfield in the absence of Intimenu yesterday? Was he missed or not? Okay, Andy yesterday promised to attend to this question. Kingsley Tamale, anyway. But the last time a Kotoko player scored 3 continuous goals in competitive games was Steve Mukwala in May. And now Albert Amoa has also scored in Kotoko's last 3 games. I remember Newton said before the season that Kumasi Asante Kotoko have the most in-depth squad and hasn't seen a solid Kotoko midfield in the last 5 seasons than this squad. So why the double standards now? Ababi Michael and Ebusa Newton Lati sa and some way enyina new emseba wa here video match for time enyina. Good morning, General. Good afternoon. Granted, Ghana Football Association was dead upon his assumption of office, as Mr. Okreku argues. 5 solid years is more than enough time to give glimpses of hope of life in the dead. Sure. However, the hope of resurrection the hope of resurrection can only be assured not when the dead has started decaying. My childish and humble advice to Mr. Okreku is to desist from so much explanations and complaints, but go back to the drawing board, re-strategize, design and execute a realistic development plan for Ghana football. Leaders are elected to provide solutions to problems, but not to complain or explain. John C. Maxwell and the class asking we Julian Caesar and Eddie message Bray. Okay, Mako Newton Latin marriage at all. Na Yahweh and so.
Sorry, Julius Caesar, some no can. You see, Ketokre Kuntias, yes, 2019, I'll be fine after normalization. I was a minstrel and you drew run of 16.
Yeah.
Tunisia.
Yeah.
All the blast stars here. Have we improved on that?
Never.
No. And even though Peke Fabula stars now picking baby out for free, it has gotten worse.
Okay.
It has gotten worse. From round of 16 to group stage, and on the verge of not qualifying. We are no free one, the current ESCO. They should not use the normalization period as the reference point, because after normalization, a full ESCO a serve or full term of office every year. Until baby omo picking football free, after the first term of the current GFA president and in the group. So the current ESCO omo reference point is not 2019, it's rather 2023. Where did they leave that one? Where did they pick it from? That will be the reference point if you want to look at baby omufa football in free. Generally, things are not progressing. This is not what Mr. Ketias Okreku and his executive members promised the people of Ghana after taking over.
Okay.
It's not what they promised.
Blay at the Frinzima, and you get it wrong. Coach Samuel Boadu also won the Ghana Premier League. That's true. That's true. Kumasi's anti-corruption project is a work in progress. It's just a matter of time and patience from the supporters to manage their expectations and stop giving unnecessary pressure to the team. Greetings to you and your team. Sir Whiskey and so anyway Bray. Okay.
Now fans unnecessary pressure being on their team. So go to one league now. Now we say pressure.
What is so special about Fiano? He was given Galka and he has collapsed it. Under him, what has been the value of Galka? Where is the Galka top 4? Journalists in this country have all resolved that Fiano has collapsed Galka. All of a sudden, Fiano has become a freedom fighter because the Black Stars have lost a game. Let's be circumspect. Fiano is a jealous fellow. Do you remember the way he described Kwesi Nyantakyi as a pilot? So, as Galka chairman, if he has issues that ought to be addressed in Ghana football, is it the radio station he must run to? Even at Ashgold, where he was given $50,000 a month to manage, he couldn't. Fiano is too envious and jealous of people. He should stop that. Bismarck Yossen, Obwasi Tutuka, and anyway, and so Abreye. Hey, Bismarck Yossen, Obwasi Tutuka. Yossen, Yossen, Nana.
Akufi Yossen,
Unims or the Bismarck, Obwasi Tutuka. But send no, or send the message in your Bismarck Yossen, but Bismarck Yossen didn't say. Okay. Send an in there later.
He's attacking the messenger.
Okay. All right. You're going to need to let him. Tony, and so the local source in the Babana Fim, Roha, San by Bem Kakradi, Amamo, Kessben, midfield action. New.
My son was studio, I say, my message is baby, I said, may I address it free honor. Now, sorry. This is, Ghana Premier League is very, very, very dicey. Yes, I agree with Anafi. Pre-season, me sure to squad. Players are no more to talk. Players on my job more caught last season. 21 no, or more to me and Friday to France and farm. So going through the new acquisitions, I felt that squad ready is so rich, and it's really no argument. But league in start here, you're going to think about the depth of the squad. The depth comes from the bench. Where your first 11 away game near first half 0-0. You give to think say, oh, second half did bit me and not the original bench. So after a couple of games, say you match day 7, not say Joe. Kotoko bench no me hwebia na ya na emu ha ma me pa. Some of the players are bench no be crown more Premier League ni bi da. But I am not sure say Kotoko fans attention will be bebre sa. But attention beba where Kotoko be call a bia 1-0 for the first time. Ni abusa say why mu na e bench. Now why mu na betimi change game no. At this season top teams ni bia recruit. But players are na Kotoko e ka say def anyone say responsibility, load of expectation of fans and the banner. Those players on more bench, on betima be edge man. From Karela game, na Lerigu, na Sheriga Stadium, we saw the bench and up to Basake Holy Stars. How I could bench in it, a hot catch them say Joe, team no more. Na me problem me who be your house folk and who be your Kotoko. Player be virtually unknown, baby, will be very go stars, baby, will become Chelsea. But the load of expectation, what dance park and our form into a crown about betting about. But that same crown, all the never Kotoko has spoken or best struggle because of the load of expectation. People feel says so yeah, you want smooth. Or be you want every moon or betting about yet, said you want any partner to be on. But smaller clubs, community clubs, and pressure in New Hosa and Nuntina or Shaya. Your league, dynamism be more. Traditional clubs and they fall apart. From Mediama as a community club and Obaba G, Ghana Premier League, na course of what do I juma. Another community club in Samatex and Namhua and Obaba G. It started with Brooklyn Chelsea near Adriana. All of them. And I grow about do level be or more than traditional clubs or baby or more. So share the goal stars here. These players will be bring established, but expectation virtually zero. They play with no pressure. Yeah, want to me and shall go no, your point you didn't attempt. But how is the situation at Kotoko and Hasfolk? And that is when I question the depth of the squad. 2, Kotoko goal distribution, at to say how many goals na Kotoko? I 7 goals. But I'm what you're free move. No one say that team be better again say oh my poor trap around Albert, how would Kotoko fare in the final third? Goal distribution, so shallow, very light. And Crawford Domke to so, but check the other teams and especially be a goal stars. Check how many players have scored this season. So you know not just say team no strength to say how many players have created goals for the striker Salmo Fabo no internet. But yendi sankomo we say. Usually we share team be strength say obetimi agia. Yeah na club no powerful but me say the dynamics of the league na sesa from traditional powerhouses according community clubs no. Find good players equally on the field as well as on the bench. Now, Kofi fan crown na bench. You can't win the game from the bench. It is a breya make say time no so draw. There will be a game at Kotoko bench players to all, but ultimately change game no farm Kotoko. That is what I am saying. Our boss pressure beba coach so change. Has to folk change. Do a beba no betina be edge but check. Say Bibiani Gold Stars a bechem a crane bar or because expectation or form. That has been the differences. Community clubs will take advantage. Let's talk a few things from the Ghana Premier League of course over the weekend. And of course I'm about to Kolusu from a 4-2-3-1 convertible 4-2-4 from coach Nuruddin Ahmed and what this Samates Ewramu. Now Oshaya every time the can coaches in a Ghana Premier League one idea be. So I'm away game chief. Yeah, now I'm try say I'm defend it. They have a defensive idea. Team no cry was trained as a cycle biemu na otumi a boys and a hot no. Yeah, now a who kakra. My main cancer. Ewo your coaches and so. So coach Samobuadu, there's one thing be a me busa wa say away game. We keep plan power we game no. Yeah, now coach at say. The Emfa and Commotion so. Way a 4-2-3-1 from Samate's coach no dynamic. Now we know it's converted into a typical 4-2-4 where you have 4 attackers. What's the differences here? The differences here they say become Chelsea game mini dressing room but the games reflections will tell you what they discuss. Coach the catch said they should put more blocks behind the ball. If you use a 2 strikers spend award the final third, a funny kick ball. Obi Wakabiano, train the second ball. And in the zone of action, Samatas ever drop a ball. No. So, with a defensive idea, of course, I'm a word when you draw back, when you draw Accra Lions, when you draw vision, I will take you to that. But I am telling you, there are certain opponents to be on man. What's next? Keeping more blocks, close pockets in the corner. About the ball room at the dying and best of the game at the ball no, at all net. So, of course, I'm a word with your experience at medium and the quality of the squad you have at your disposal. Golden City Park and the fortress nature of your home. No, and so to me, now the concept of second balls, no, a BT coaches in the baby. A beauty coaches, or my man can say, I'm going to catch the players and a boys in your home. Born a bokon and we are near you. But be a born in a frato after use my head, but be a born in a fraton, a whole associate another sensitive point. It is similar as a bokon and we become Chelsea a pinball, but everybody is left in the box. Second ball, as I follow the mathematics. A two bokon, anybody obeying a bubble shot to the end dangerous, or standing in a goal frame, or betting your head to on target. The second ball is even more dangerous than even Konana or Bono. So, what have you told your boys with regards to the concept of second balls? Why are your players so timid and sloppy in the box? Now, a baba kumi no ayana yen kan ho asem ye de bo omonkaye. But a beya repetitive pattern our system no mudia. Dako, and no nam so go no de beba. So you saw that corner earlier, and I'm the second ball the show. Another corner here, there's always a second ball opponent. But for another bus I say more man away, or more box to move train. Me catch the boys and say, box to move the over one can one for pressure and I'm ready or shoot to the swap. All the time and the tenacity to have a target. I'll be picking. So another thing here, I just a course I'm about to a defender. He has this ball. Say or Kwakoshe. So after second counter, not 2 man or no. Only 3 players per and I train say you can say a job more coin. Yeah, I can train say it's a tactics of a cowardice. Because of what do be a game nobody is saying say BM not consider. But you keep more bodies behind the ball. Now attackers and struggle. How can you score this goal against all these players from semantics? 3 players as against this, the overload is huge and so apparent. Now, who defended the now 0-0? It is good, but and you very be about that tactics in the winning. So when you touch line, Mezak take him on. But I'm telling you, what is the quality of the chance? Sabor beton it. You continue to parade more bodies behind the ball. Halfway line in the Samatas at their fortress grounds in St. James Sports Complex. Omo ball high line, not Brekum Chelsea SCTD, but you continue to suffocate the spaces. Hoping say, Omo to create chances, and at the end of the 90th minute, coach, you lost 1-0. So we keep questioning, say, what systems, it got to your point of vision. It got to your point against Accra Lions. But the venues will continue to change. And the variety of opposition teams, will tell you, say, and you have now the players be break box in my chest. One, I've told you the concept of second balls. 2, awareness of concentration, where the ball will be placed. These are issues that we deal with team, how more. Accra Lions, they're okay draw. So I'm quite issue be now watch something here. Accra says now go no if I buy or consider here. Yes, this is how you considered. A band say no, you must number 1, how many players now don't 2 boxing coach? 2, you virtually place everybody here. Say I'm on train, I'm on boxing room, now board the bar, or one clear. But one for now, yeah, now me can't want the fact that every time Salon Bono the Abekwa, yeah, now it's also a tracker where the second ball no be frato. Say to me, I'm fact the second ball in time one. Say Joe, a bassa na a hat team no. So O'Shea, Become Chelsea, a watch, almost everybody a watch. But ball no be floatiaba, no ma consider through this situation. One, boys in a bread, it's really difficult to defend for 90 minutes. Very, very difficult. 2, in a final third, they are struggling for this ball, but I already told you, say, second ball, so they won't pick it. 2 players of Samatex in the general area, watch them, and then count them as against how many players from Become Chelsea, and with the same action zone. So the goalkeeper was the first person in the air, had a connection to the ball. But your second ball, no be fraton. Become Chelsea players in general, and especially the most important position on the field, the zone 14. On a ball in frato. So where is the awareness rate here in terms of concentration index? You know, become Chelsea in say ball no keep an channel and answer of first. What is really the outcome of this, and who is really anticipating say second ball no ebe frato? So coach, who defend it. Put more bodies behind the ball. Chale, my bebre say be ma samates you ho say. Now Gregory miscommunication collided with a teammate and a second ball no obia fa ho. And at the end of the day, the key question and I say, coach, who defend it we are. Not one awareness. And I said, what could Golden City Park say? There was a situation at Kotoko near the same thing. I mommy who said, oh, box you know, concentration is zero. This is Michael Chedamana. Now, Osha defense and one. Obia no meaning by Bioma, Obia attention, ni baby action no one. Michael Chedamana freely and Obaka born the tumu. And this is it. Every time. How can you defend for all this time? Because a Basana will lose concentration there. The margin of concede, you know, is so big. And it's so big. Awareness, organization, the shape of your team, and this is not an away game. Way a Golden City Park, the fortress. And a change of so the activity around your box, you know, coach, as I say, two, the plan for away game, you know, say first half, overcome of all fire, and second half. When you're a simple plan, be the second half, the coach continue to, you know, have a system there. Other than that, the league now, you know, yen cham quickly now yen discuss it. Kotoko echo drop last point. Now Dicam will make it some solid points. Be second half we to say Kotoko Eshaba Kokra no udim say the opponent. No, this opponent in your day. Tactical opponent in the game neko. So when him Sanya Maniamano I was there for bench. And him say or game changer be there. There's always a hope be at the time. Say second half no quality yeah. So what has been the situation? Is it down to conditioning and endurance? Is it down to the tactics of the opposition who really finds out certain weaknesses within the Kotoko team and takes advantage of that? Is it down to Kotoko? No one can technical coaches, you know. And now Omuntumi says someone pressure about do they sense danger? So what is really the issue here? Now the tennis game the cost of Basakeno. Basa Kenya few chances, but because na Kotoko asheniti, na pressure no eda so Kotoko second goal. Goalkeeper no had this shot straight, and Obokoye. Na kakra mo build the corner. Madrid na actually me say Kotoko be defending. Few chances of munya ni na na ebo Kotoko bona na Kotoko goal na o share ni. Turning defense into attack, beautiful mode for Kotoko. Almost switching mode ni pa. Now, Basaka never corner no, and I could defend it. I mean, this is 10 do 20 no. So after that half clearance, you know, and a striker, but far ball quickly. Link up play now, I don't know, yeah, you know. Now, this is exhibition of strength and demonstration of physicality. This guy showed real possession dominance on the ball as against that of a central defender. But in your ball, I share no hear me, but be here, and they will check on say. Kotokonya will be in betamwa because he is the sole player. Now, almost turning defense into attack and I may be highlighted the this was how our situation in Iran is see. Every time they are no, I highlighted. A brand new general Emmanuel entry. Now, all Babe defend the corner no, and attacker no, a Babe shim say, or Babe pinball. This is Basake a player. So Ocean G said, Ujana a brand new or chance will be defended. Now, where you attacker, and I'm the target, and I'm a circle Emmanuel entry the defender. It's Emmanuel entry Shabono, but say not born a costono. I bet I'm also or central defender another day, but as marking a costono. So the half clearance was just done on the edge of the box. And Sana Abeteba. Now, defender, no, Abet, Emmanuel entry marking, I feel you know, or no attack and a defender. Watch it here. And then virtually the all market Abetamu or Lusuno. The Omaki and Chino earlier, na the natural so the combination of these two players are massive for Kotoko. And every time Mekan, so we Patrick I said Emmanuel Chisi, who are the players are more connected to Abetabwa. The account one-on-one situations are it's the ability of a defender to stop situations and belonging to the collective strength of a team. It's a one-on-one in here, but equally a moment for an attacker to show his attacking skill set. And in Tiansha Abetam one skill set, one at the physicality level of the player. The game was the exchange between the two foots in or 3 years. And look, my man wanting to these defenders. Will be ties any defender so any Abetamu Abekodi kind of say shoulder or baby too. Forget it, don't do it. Go for the ball, clear the ball and have your freedom. Soccer so any shoulder. The guy is built by the upper body. Nyen nine formula na hodene wo, ne soro na hodene wo pa. He is a striker or a defender. Have that clearance. That form you ball ni free na nim na home. Dan say obakasa oh shoving off the ball. You can't do that. Because it means switch between the 2 feet, And a basana, a buono, and two means but you are not the only defender who BT in the course of time. Met me do a coach in a flashback. So it's a boy no striker no abet in a crab ball. Say a ball to move Didier one top to say the wushy. Now call for shoulder to shoulder. No, won't me. Upper central defenders away a league in Doma. But look, I best survived this last season. And in this situation, I survived in the midst of 2 defenders. First one here, the J Bono BT, very, very closely marked. But J Bono was a very good touch and a ball got tall. And the partner and the other defender, but our best to the test of time. Very, very stronger in the upper side of his body. Now, from this area to the goalpost is about 60 meters. And to a defender now, by their shoulder, they are. I am telling you humbly. Say no, clear the ball and have your freedom because he survives and he is good in one-on-one duels and that is the striker. So a bad second to call corner now. Watch it you. Or the kind of anti-baha, the mature send a whole day. Corner neighbor or nanti defender ne ba ni muama defenders in mutamu. He is coming here. When your friend link up play no. And Sana connected to entry. Now, after moving, set over link up play, and Sana will take the defender on, switching the balls between the 2 feet, and Sana Kakaka at a very, very narrow angle, or picking goalkeeper with that bullet. Strike an air, Juma, Kotokonya or being Kanaho. That has been my campaign. It is some year coming now, and the top of bonus say, Chief, every time. Every chair for the other now they can't attack in home. Says not take you off. Your fitness level has to be boosted. A moment will load you on course road training grounds. No matches and also so will load you increase. And the other now they can the Albert. He's a striker already bought games, but we haven't seen him that much. Is Isaac Minta coming? Is the striker coming out? But the fitness, to say, how is he going to adjust to doctor's scheme of affairs? But understandably and very, very apparent. Kotoko here another player to partner Abetamwa. What has been the case of Kwame Poku, former darling boy of the club? So Kotoko, me say team no me share game after game. Me observation nature them say Abeta and Shano be free bench bar. Then it will call for a call for concern. You bought 10 minutes, I cut 10 minutes. Finish off the game. Kotoko be defending, and I won't defend it. Now Ube Koswa BM1. Na Abeta Yanok. Na hoto tono wanyamozo something 10 minutes strike a bay and a babessan. The shape everything at their back to favor. This is my question. In midfield, Emmanuel Enchiniwa, why in the better by Jumana boy in the CIA say where is the depth? That department and of course the attack a bit light. But defense and goalkeeping idea and solid. So Mekan sa boy near unknown, not or smaller club or baba yejumano. But or a small boy up and coming, no big clubber. Now we big player free one or ban any team, the expectation, everything. No about floppy. These have been the differences. Chief, you the best here. Nanyami Advertisements ya twaso with House of Folk, we Gold Stars, other games in the Ghana Premier Nations for the first time. At home, we're very, very dominant against Vision. You better those games in our Daruma. My wins here.
Oh, okay. All right. Newton Latte, Marija, Taman for also now. I'm why questions in no ede amaye. And Samantha Nanajua Mafu Otu birthday. Samantha Nana Ajua Mafu Otu and your birthday. Oko school ewo St. Louis Senior High School and na wanya mfie baako aka umfie ho. Yan wish you happy birthday Nanajua. Ashana Baba no 41 Ashana ne back girl Samantha. Najwa happy birthday. We a special one if you unyanum and afi Papa Ashana. All right. Masa
Godfather
bibia boko
na mi adom na nso
na kopon adom bibia boko pa na se mo se uja for so birthday ne oh I can promise yes,
oguso celebrate oguso
can promise them say mo suma na my careful na cameraman mo fa tu na ono nka ho because kwa koye nima bibia wan wi a unya no adwuma na so nkoye no yeah the last week or so agogo and napo echo flute bia na just MPs ni students ni ade nyina wona dey branch equals uncle cover event no mamala on a cameraman event ni chance e can promise na oni ho
bright ni event na say
bright ni ho na say man ba kumpa boati na bright afana soa
Samson Truma
event now we as a couple abenya nam we also ban ba what the kuta girl back and ono cameraman na ya soma no o je adwuma na gu o mala me hwe ne ba bi o no say na osoma no ba ko de na
so a good Samaritan
oba o mfenti o mpira ka mo no nya hwe ba what
no it was so akọ
ba bi o mo ko no yes be 2 kilometers na so no radio twa so nko ka bi twa ma onko ono ade no be ba so do be
na ya adam na
ade and a bright birthday we
Samson na ho odin Truma
Tony videos are bebre akwa we in the actually on the teacher find no manyana
cameraman
Samson okukudrofo
yes
awode no de
okay
Tony na odi Truma
my head or the brain
me da sipi Godfather
na happy birthday bright
yeah badaroma yendi dwana yemfa stories ningo
okay
nti mu de he na
oh yendi dwa akra
okay
we are stories not follow
T74 eye dropa me kanfo T74 e de amount tontina 74 yade ben e na achill e dro e tatahwe anu nam na ebedi wakaginamu eye T74 enti se eye stroke e na achill kidney diseases wanya heart related issues wanya eye infections hepatitis B and hepatitis C wanya chest problems or breath no enye gonorrhea eye early cancer and chronic cough ninyina no T74 aye draw me kan for e de ama obetimi abo ye papa enti tontina 74 eno ene a draw no say high blood pressure high blood sugar or prostate enlargement COVID fibroid ulcer na fe ekura toto ho a ohia T74 ebetimi abo ye papa no do atu a obetimi afre 0246 073498 and now say 0501628931 and no aye T74 your numbers are from obenya dodo na and so etimi etu SG more afi ye bia no on the 8th on the 9th and afi on the 10th of November the place to be aye SG more sesia ko ho a ye operate obenya businesses are run name afi and a grand opening no ye be ano kesepa na ye de form yensa and so because you're huge, you're big one day and so yeah until the 3 solid days in a airport SG more and one entuma until on the 8th you be official opening no and no from 10 a.m. going na numre na me fi Kumase fashion and music night no and so etimi atwa so ye wie enso ye nwe ade Saturday on the 9th Falcao be Johnny Ediano na experience the longest convoy ever in Ghana. Yede be promote peace January na yede mampenesi so name December 7 and about no air so ahead of elections no yede convoy no be for chrome a promote peace akreti awareness about we enyanto kwa kebi mami nkemi chirawadwene wa brad oko na wa hokoto aba mefri Kumase concept no beto aso anwume no nso na artista eba no Kempaluta eba
Kofi Kenata na fe osekrom sikani ya do nyina eba we nyina no e free enti bra na ebetie enwom papa adechi kwasi adanso a High Life Night, all the High Life legends will be at town on the 10th of November. Our SG Mall, and you best premiere your movie. The mall, the Royal View Cinema. Now, also bet me abba. Now, and to Foku Dam. Any actors or gun had you be but from a Jacko to Lewin, Acrobat to Kwakumen, and Mama Brown Prince David or say Van Vika, any others will be but into SG Mall on the 8th. On the 9th and on the 10th of November there a hot now also do any and so actually Christmas no eba only few months now I take Christmas way a bear de bruta I don't see and a Franco Trading Enterprise about Franco Trading Enterprise yeah near man air papa a quality original and a bonus so as at the form year pa into day and I open say a CCTV cameras open washing machines, chest freezers, open air conditions, iPhones, Samsung, Nokia, and laptops are oko any of branches are Ubenya Franco Trading Enterprise. Yanya money be now one so wato open winchemu and do dwa for 0245 316969 0245 316969 Franco Trading Enterprise. Yene de Franco Bronya Chediano yede aba. Kel Choco toothpaste and now we are kwada o ye penia also the choose so besa o seno aye din aye fita na wanum pampa no aye kaman aye Kel Choco toothpaste and na make am for e dia ma say o bleeding gum utwe si a na emoja e die chire eba there be o seno eni ahoden o seno chinam no very soft anunti and we are Kel Choco toothpaste oh yeah kwada used to be oh yeah peninsula no abomodin na what used to be hangover and actually used to Kel Choco toothpaste obegina na so na fe scent no umblo obia enso efuse Jabira bank e ba mfie aduanan 40 solid years you were huge experience about the banking field na enunti call any of your branches your main office no e wo Asante Dwaben ho and a head office no e wo na so was Asante mantem bu ewa miamia pi obenya yen ewa dwoso bonre aboso Dwaben pankro no onwe Roman Hill Swami Mazin Adesheman Fumeswa Sepetim Pom obenya Dwaben Rural Bank bebie savings account and as current account Dachinti account ubetimi aba bebie beto shares na shareholder moya sorry moye cool moye organization say a year and a more year wedding now besa bank bi ebayi musika na accountability no smoother Dwabira bank nko ana yebetimi aboa eno nti bra never sika sam dadwene no for ebedan yen numbers 0271 409340 0271 409340 and now says 0579 792712 and no Dwabin Rural Bank. Let us phone na ebema cushion mattress papa what that's why onya problem bia your mattress bi ho what that's why ade be chino be sorry no I just said ya twe abagua na honam nyina ya na honam etutu na wapo eno wapo so ba bia ya let us form there oda obe sorry na wonya energy na demu ni nyina no odi abodwuma eno nti na your partner for life free tete and let us form award winning mattress company V sofa any L sofa ne mawa e bono e da form parenti bra ko any of your branches no ko latest form there was sitting amu partner and so and no akwanto there I don't think na Asabet travel and tour about yewo Kumase na atwema mponua Rural Bank ho Batman High Street sub building ni mu na obenya Asabet travel and tour ye den kwafo ko Dubai one of family a shefia che de bia wo adwuma na wo si ha na fa holidays kakra refresh your mind na for new ideas about company ni mu no na be say difference abem eno tina Asabet travel and tour edu etu kwan Dubai na person kwa ye beje visa e dia man hotel with breakfast na round trip no airport transfers ni na no yedo ebeye half day city tour na fe marina cruise no so obetimi enjoy na one person $1,649 and a total occupancy no $1,899 enti eno double occupancy per head ɛyɛ 1649 ɛna drop no yɛ 1899 asabet yɛni akyire koraa Baltimore High Street ɛna ɔba yɛbɛtumi ɛde wo nso ɛtu kwan yɛ numbers ɛyɛ 0246 603711 0246 603711 anaasɛ 0247 734873 0247 734873 na Republic Bank bank yɛwɔ adagyeɛ yɛwɔ nipa ho abotrɛ na yɛbɛtumi aba wo mmoa time a wohia yɛ most sɛ mortgage wowɔ fie bi a waso ho daeɛ sɛ pɛ so ɔtɔ nanso sika no ɛnya mbaa no wone sika ate go wobɛtumi akɔtɔ fie no brɛ so yɛ Republic Bank yɛbɛtumi ayɛ wo hyehyɛeɛ na yɛatɔ fie no ama na wotua no nkakra na ba yɛ so yɛ a sɛ ɛyɛ SME corporate digital ana retail banking ɛyɛ credit cards investment abra na yɛntimi ɛmoa yɛn branches no ɛyɛ worldwide bebia no obenya Republic Bank deɛ bra yɛbɛtumi aboa time a wohia yɛ most no ɛna obɛbɔ nsɛm ɛde ama yɛn Dettol soap ɛna also use soap no ɛdim ɛnam nesan so ehram obɛwɔhyo nsa ɛyɛ Dettol ɛbɛkele ɛyɛ germs na Dettol soap no first nneɛma obɛtumi ɛde adware wode dware a obody ne bɛtɔ so ama bibia ɛnso ɛtumi akɔ smooth ɛde ama enti obɛdware obɛsu nneɛma obɛhoro nsa na anya Dettol soap dia ɛne na ɛnyɛ soap papa ɛna we use Dettol ɛna make kanfo ɛde ama Bema herbal soap cream ɛne ne capsules unti ana yɛde aba sɛ abɛ lawyer na watimi abɔ dwuma ɛwɔ mpa so akyɛ yie papa man soro partner no my wife na ninje o girlfriend no man ho ensepe na ne ho sisi ne ho so na onya herbal soap cream a what kitwa bi before so no partner be come pass no 10 minutes fa kitwa before no na 10 to 30 minutes no wash it ubetimi akobɔ dwuma ama wawurawura adeɛ kyen so a yɛbɛfa miwura herbal soap cream and the capsules no ebu our Ghana ha oba edum asada house blue hɔ a obenya herbal soap cream and the capsules Dr. Jiman reform herbal mixture the heart doctor heart related issues there men fan doctor feature kra na anya heart nko a generally yare bia de ko doctor so ya obetimi aboa ye papa reform herbal mixture reform capsules ana your reform femicure and also capsules a ebetimi aboa ye nuanom emma enti enum yensa na Dr. Jiman reform herbal ediaba reform herbal mixture reform capsules reform femicure and so aba edwaman so say osisi na ya won't more juma on paso when ya infections say candidiasis and now prostate no and enlarge numbness sugar diabetes and blood pressure call na Dr. Jiman into more reform herbal mixture your numbers 0244 626166 0244 626166 and now 0509 616266 0509 616266 oko Kolinak Heba obenya pina atimi ato ebuso ewo Babsu Pharmacy your number 0243 565926 reform Heba yenronon tatahwe Mampong Babies Home. What's a Mampong Babies Home? Na just a bronya no enya dru. Bronya no aben ho anesa. Na Kessben ye call Mampong Babies Home. Ene 27 orphanage homes. Ewo Kumase eni Accra. Enti o niema obeso de be boyen ma ye de reach out omo orphanage homes a omo tibia no emu odem enti fa odie no fa be kan ye ho na ye fanko Mampong Babies Home na erade ebe ka se de won so wakai obi a ne ho aye mobo no enti obetimi afre ye number we sapese ye ba ho na ye be fa eniema na nka wa boy pa 0549 887444 0549 887444 and number open say you be found nearby na you betimi aba o de frɛ na ekire me say ebia o atonsu o sere so o feya so o tan so o putu oja o adweso ebia wo bia no o frɛ a you be ba be fa nearby no na yenso ye de akɔ na afi bia nso atimi akɔ so kama na mom sa o akire o be say o ye ne sika famu a Momo line no 0245 75 9593 0245 759593 ɛno ɛyɛ Kessben Outreach Foundation ɛno ɛne din a momo number no ebeyi ɛde aba na osika kakra no sɛ ɛyɛ 1 cedi 2 cedis 3 cedis 10 cedis 1000 Ghana sika bia any amount bia no a receivable ebeje na yetimi adawase Godfather meko adaroma no maso yasene sɛ yɛmfa program kɛseɛ wei
alright
yɛmfa mra
ma yɛmfa ɛno nsi ha na fe yɛmfa local service kakra bi ntoas na mom da yɛde di kan no ɛyɛ owura kwasi nyantachi former president Ghana Football Association ɔtwe ɛyɛ enipa wei ɛne adwumakui akɔ court ɔdɔm kɔ court ɛyɛ Accra Circuit Court na adedi nkan ɛyɛ Dan Kwaku Yeboa a ɔyɛ adwuma ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Peace FM afei Despite Company Limited Abeka Junction Accra ɔmo ɛka ho ADPU Advertiser and Publisher Solutions Limited ɔmo so ɛka ho ɛna afei Ringa Ghana Limited Lagos Avenue ɔmo so East Legon Accra ɔmo so ɛka ho nti Dan Kwaku Yeboa ɛne nipa ne din apie ewom na ɔmo emra ɔmo emfa emra ɛyɛ court hɔ na sɛ wakɔyɛ bibi a ɔmo de ɔmo ɛkɔ court deɛ bɛn ɛna Dan Kwaku Yeboa ɛkɔkɔ yɛyɛ the ɔne sɛ almost 17th of October 2024 na kyerɛ sɛ abosumi a ɛwɔ mi de ɛtɔ so edu ɛnso Dan Kwaku Yeboa ɛka nsɛm bi etia owura Kwasi Nyantakyi na ɛyɛ defamatory ɛha adwen na kyerɛ sɛ ɔde gu no ho efi yes ɛha adwen yie papa ɔtwi language mu na deɛ odi nkan ɛkan ne sɛ President Kwasi Nyantakyi nkwa ekoyi GFA sika $2 million every Unibank ekodi $2 million and Kwasi Nyantakyi edi asem na kodan court no o say Dan Kwaku Yeboa kan say Kwasi Nyantakyi nkwa koyi $2 million akwa akodi o so kan di twi nti omo kire mu a na kire say President Kwasi Nyantakyi alone went to Unibank and withdrew GFA's $2 million United States dollars and embezzled or misappropriated it for his personal benefit. Plaintiff affirms that the above stated words were in direct reference and were understood to refer to him. In their natural and ordinary meaning, the said words meant, okay, I'm saying some piece, has some now, what it's in baby. Inti Dan Kwaku Yeboa omra na omeyi sa asem no ano ewo court emra Kwasi Nyantakyi eko Unibank eko yi $2 million ekodi sa ena osi okan ewo Peace FM nti nyumakuru na obobo yi nyina na oboboa ya Dan Kwaku Yeboa eka sa asem no dia bo mu nyina din so omra court na omomeyi oma no enye sa oma ama judge no say obebu asem no in their absence so muni ho no obebu asem no nti da aba beto ho enso eno no all right e court nti ni ntimi nka ho
court asem die
ntimi nka ho nti for local source kaka to aso na
Yami adumo china Kumasi Asante ko be clear o ma standing game with Legon Cities. Na Legon Cities at the gate charges no aba say o ba be boli bia o ba popular stand 20 Ghana cedi. Center line 30 Ghana, VIP 50 and VVIP no 100 Ghana. Weighing any gate charges are Legon Cities at the aba ahead of China 7 p.m. omo outstanding game omo any Kumasi Asante ko ebebo. Simon Ahoma, RFA chairman for Western Region, Holy Stars Basake Football Club no enedia or the football amakudofiano Gaka chairman say on football asepadia on to no for Ket ES Okreku Ghana Football Association president Ukudofiano oh yeah Gaka chairman and just a bibi chewa adwene e wa asembika adentina onko Ket honum na personally on fan koto nanim na office station A na oko station B entimi M1 Simon Ehoma RFA chairman for Western Region Osanso Holy Stars Boboko ni area footwa or the ama kujo fiano eno no. Also nim say emu odin pa league na ye bono ye ni TV rights
no station ɛna ɛtua sika head ama clubs no sponsorship nso emu ɔden na ɔgye nipa sɛ ɛfɛ no ɛyɛ ɔmo best very soon sika nso ɛbɛpie ɛwɔ Ghana yɛn Premier League na afei clubs no nso ɛnya enjoy benefit kakra nso ɛwɔ so Kodoko ɛne Legon City's match no Andrews Ntimanu na ɔyɛ suspended Kodoko match ɔmo kɔ boy against Holy Stars a ɛyɛ draw no ɛnɛ boy no ɛwɔ camp nyame adu ɔkyena ɔbɛyɛ part of the match day team Kodoko ɔmo game ɔmo ne Legon City's nso ɛbɔ Kojo Poku Mahala former Kodoko player from Denmark and watu yenkra se Kumase Kumase said the shell last kind no Kodoko free or boase Emma back to Baba RSF stadium available nkwade omo emebo omo Premier League games no oho Kojo Poku say ɔne ne yɛ adwene ɔmo so mmra Kumase na ɔmo ne players na kasa afiwei league no Kotoko ana edge name prosper na te ogum one goal project no onye ho adwuma on training boys no training grounds ɔmo gather sa confidence no na ɔmo share goals training na ɔmo de ba match a ɔmo ebetimi a transform Eric Nyako a former Hasselhoff player ɔse se club enkoye pe easy target no coach na ɔno anga so rep into coach no say there be antisa Emena so say ɔse yɛtwe has players no adwene kɔ so say ɔmo wa asodie players no enso ɛwɔ dwumadie bi a ɔso mo di all park so coach betimi akyerɛ wo wiase ɛna nyina sɛ ɔkɔ park no sɛ ɔkɔ to papa so a coach no ntimi fa ball emeto net nti has players no emena so so ɔmo hyɛ ɔmo sapom nsuo na ɔmo ɛma ɔmo ɛhom ne so Abubakar Watara say ɔmo kɔ mediam atakwa match no weekend we recognize of Ghana Premier League boss so match no match a obia ehia so betu has for players no enko for the 3 points said here has echo every single game omo for the 3 points award winner that Roma yem fancy na 4-5 yeah the local stories no ebe sa to aso
okay 4-5 the local stories no be to aso the amamo na ro say be minute I'm
send me a baby but say man you yi Ten Hag edi.
Yes.
Ghana Ten Hag na.
I don't know say am comment bia o.
Yenya time.
Yenya nyumre say kan ba ko na Krabi. Yes.
But they say Ghana Ten Hag so nyina yi.
Ono ne hwan.
Oh, say Ten Hag ye coach and tro ye kwabo. No coach team kese pa.
Ogum.
Oh, England.
Ogum.
Now results enkoyi. Last season enkoyi na this season so ensa enkoyi.
Okay, do pe the enkoyi. Oh, that is a Watara.
Ghana Ten Hag go nyina yi. Ko here on the board so down too.
Yeah, so wow. Okay. Enti ye peje mu ama breaking news abjafo aba be transit. Nakopon ya aduma. Ochina, sorry. Enumre yi you're signing more transit
4 o'clock.
Extra, 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. Extra time. Ebe sande aba be transit biom. Enti yesremo mo share 4 p.m. Kessben 3.3 and afi Kessben television. But say there